Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
Because we don't care about anything else. We're walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Popp's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Popp, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah. Okay. I
got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it. What's up, you slathering, simptastic sleuthstitutes? Welcome to Gruntspeak.
Live from the lair, and it actually is live.
Yes, I'm Blast Hard Cheese, and that's Fist Rockbone. And this is a good night for Pop's ex.
Hey. God damn it.
Double helping of meat, light and dark.
Well, you're one shy.
Yeah.
Because, you can fill 3 holes.
Do I need a yellow one?
Could be.
Yeah.
Never know. I mean,
you got to save that for the back.
You got the Polska Bob. You got,
the Pulse kebab or the Pulse kebab?
Yes.
Because we know a Pulse kebab.
Yeah. And then you have the.
I hope that you did not get involved in that worm salad. That would be bad, Pulse
Well,
Kebab.
one was a cocoa penis puff, and then you have, the yellow one is.
It explains why he
egg roll.
donates so much. Is the guilt? It's a rock sitting in the pit of his stomach.
Yeah. Okay, now for everyone out there, Dick Fitzwell's mother passed away a couple days ago,
God rest her soul.
and she went. She went peacefully, and but he's pretty racked up over it. I went and had dinner with him a couple nights ago, and it is what it is. Just letting you guys know. And this Christmas for me, I stayed close to home because more than likely this is my mother's last Christmas as well. And she's 78, and these things happen. No one gets out of this alive. And the longer you suck air, the greater your chances of being struck down go. And at some point, it becomes a 100%.
Yeah, that air addiction is not permanent.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
So there we are. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah. So whatever you're drinking, raise it up for Fitzwell's mama.
Yeah.
Wish her luck on her next adventure.
And this one's for absent friends. And every year the glass gets bigger.
Yeah. I think what is it? Sylvester Stallone was being asked about getting older, and he's like, well, when you're young, you gather. You gather friends, gather achievements, things, a place to live, what have you. And then after you turn 40, from 40 to 60, it's about keeping that, keeping what you've earned. And then after that, it's all about losing it.
That's right.
Friends start to die, family dies.
Or they just drift away.
Yeah.
I've had some friends go absolutely batshit crazy, and there's nothing I could do to help them. A lot of my close friends are veterans, and listen, man, when you step into the eye of oblivion, and you are either blessed or cursed to come back, depending upon your point of view, part of that oblivion comes with you. And I refer to it in my book, The Warrior's Way, Soldier Soul, as soul cancer. And it does destroy a lot of people. And it happens to guys in law enforcement as well. Some of the stuff is just horrific, what man can do to his fellow man. And being a witness to that it's punishing, to say the least.
You ain't kidding.
I'm sorry to get all grim. After
we're getting all like grim fairy tales up in this bitch.
Yeah. Now this is a call-in stream, so
damn right.
If we're gonna put the link up in the chats, we're gonna talk about crazy holiday stories.
Everybody's got them.
Yes, and we'll do like 5 minutes, 8 minutes tops on each individual story.
Yep.
And because listen, coming up in my family, my grandfather was a minister.
Bill!
My grandmother was just an absolute angel. And my aunt and my mother were preacher's kids. And I can't tell you how many times on the holidays shit just got absolutely stupid. Especially when me, my sister, and my cousin, my two cousins were there, and we would just raise holy hell. And of course,
that's what you do.
As a boy, I always like to get guns, and I remember getting these dart guns where you have to smash them in. And I wanted this particular brand because they were uber powerful. And I'm coming up the stairs. We just finished Christmas dinner. I'm downstairs watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which was one of my favorite animation things. And I load the gun, and I come up the stairs, and I don't even really look. I just see my grandfather. He's drinking wine. I just off the hip, hit the glass in his hand, covered in wine, and he's just like, that little bastard.
Look what you did, you little
And it
jerk.
was on, man. I was like 8 years old.
You were 8.
I was like 8.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah. But that's like one of my crazier childhood holiday stories. So
I think one of my favorite wasn't exactly Christmas. It was like a day or two after. My brother-in-law, former brother-in-law now, he's a pyromaniac. Absolute fucking pyromaniac.
Totally healthy.
Dude would love, like, he got waterproof wicks as like a gift one year. So he just like put sandwich bags, filled them with gunpowder, the water, just drop them off the dock. Fish come up. Oh, hey, grab this one, grab that one. But after Christmas, they'd get a couple of trees, and he would like grab the neighbor's tree and make a huge bonfire, like 6 feet tall. He would douse this son of a bitch in gasoline, and then one year he decided that he was going to do so and then light it with a Roman candle.
Okay.
Yeah. 6-foot wall of blue flame just came out in all directions from this fucker from the ignition point. He's like standing behind his own garage like, this is probably not a good idea. It just tower of flame, like neighbors come up, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, listen, it is what it is.
Now that's what you do with your stocking stuff.
Yeah. On New Year's Eve, I used to do and 4th of July, I used to do drive-by bombings. Yeah. We used to get the grenade simulators or artillery simulators from the National Guard.
Oh, this isn't when you got in trouble with the police station?
No, that
okay.
I was only like 12, 11, 12 when that happened.
Nice.
But I would, my buddy Pete and I did this many times. Like we drive by his mother's house or one of his relatives, right out in the front yard. Boom! Yeah.
Of course.
Nothing says I love you more than a drive-by bombing.
You're damn right.
Listen, man, there's a reason I went into the Army.
Because it was either that or prison, right?
Well, we hadn't got to that point yet, but let's just say Sergeant Penn from the Berkeley Police Department,
Or should we say
God
Bud?
rest his soul, put me in the good line. He could have put me in the bad line, and I could have went to juvie.
Could have put you in the line for delousing and dropping the soap and all that stuff.
Yeah, easily.
That would be bad.
They had so much dirt on me for all the shit I had done.
Not up to it, but including, throwing a clay-covered
No.
firework improvised device.
It was launched from a wrist rocket. I didn't throw anything.
Okay, fine. Semantics.
Yes.
Semantics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am glad I didn't get caught for that, because I think they would have burned me to the ground. Even nobody got hurt. Nothing got damaged. But it was just the utter, how dare he?
But these are the stories that we want tonight. If you guys are watching, keep an eye out in the chat there. We've got pinned comments with the StreamYard link that you can click, call in on your phones. If you guys have earbuds, mic system, anything like that, makes it preferable because the echo cancellation using StreamYard is not perfect. We're going to learn that one pretty quickly with our first call. But before we get into that, I just wanted to share with you a little piece of New Year's information. I mean, obviously, everybody's probably expecting us to talk about what has been going on in New Orleans, Las Vegas. There's so much conflicting information out there that we have decided to leave that to the
Battle Dwarf and I will
Battle
talk
Dwarf
about
and the Military Genius. You all are going to be covering that on Tuesday.
Yes.
Of course, raise a glass to those people as well. They didn't ask for that shit. All I will say is that if the FBI thinks that people are going to believe that somebody flying an ISIS flag on the back of their truck is not a terrorist, and that it's totally a coincidence that the Airbnb he was staying in blew up the morning after.
Yeah.
I got some swamp land on the moon for you to buy.
It burned down. Now, I will say this, though.
Wow.
The information we're getting is both of the guys involved in this have been divorced. And
both of them apparently have a connection to Fort Bragg. And also that includes Ryan Routh, the shooter the attempted shooter who got picked up at the golf course. Correct. Who was going to shoot Trump.
Now, it's a lot of people come and go from Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
I mean, that there's always a churn and burn at those.
Oh, I know.
active
But
duty.
these are just the connections that are popping up, and
Yeah.
we're getting new emails and tweets and information and sent in literally every half hour to an hour,
Yeah,
but all day.
When they're like, well, how can a Green Beret get indoctrinated to do something so crazy? Well, listen, I don't know his thought process. I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just telling you from my experience in special forces, you indoc people who are without hope. Like if we jump into a country and we're going to assist in training guerrilla forces and what have you, the people that you go for are the ones with nothing left to lose.
And men who have been divorced in the West.
Yes.
That kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
it's absolutely ludicrous. A judge can bang a piece of wood on a table,
Yeah.
and you go from living with your family 24/7 to seeing your children 4 days a month.
That's an argument in favor of the narrative that we're currently seeing as to who's responsible and why. Now, my question to you especially, because the dude level whatever, I forget his name, the Las Vegas the Cybertruck dude, former Green Beret.
I am just gonna say,
when
I saw that, I'm like, this is not adding up.
It doesn't add up. Anybody who has actually done what you have done, which this guy has, wouldn't he understand that the chassis of the car would do exactly what it did, especially when you have amateur hour firework mortars in
Correct.
the back?
Well, here's the thing. The Tesla vehicle's made of stainless steel, and it's actually thicker than standard car.
And stainless steel is, well known for absorbing heat very quickly.
Yes.
It can.
That's why they use it in SpaceX. But here's the thing. When I saw the fireworks and everything, I'm like, come on.
Something's not adding up there.
I mean, listen, all of those guys who go through that training know how shit works. I'm not going to go into detail. And, if one of them really decides to go off the reservation, they could do a lot more damage.
I'm just saying, I don't think that's what it would look like. If one of these guys decided to,
it's not adding up in my head.
No.
And
you guys are going to get into it
on Tuesday.
Balls derp on Tuesday.
Correct.
And by then, I'm sure we're going to have way more information than we have now, and it'll paint a much better picture.
Yes.
Allegedly, of course.
You're correct.
But with that being said, just a nice little piece of information that you can toss out there to the stunning and brave alphabet mafia whenever they try to tell you that it's totally not about brooming. You'll never guess which demographic is overwhelmingly likely to be serving time for SA offenses. Turns out almost 2/3 of troon women in prisons are serving sentences for SA offenses. Who knew?
Who knew? Just like, lesbian divorce rates in the 70 percentile.
It's almost like we've known since the mid-90s when studies like this first came out that the alphabet mafia has a PDF file rate of 11-1.
Yeah, now...
Not like we knew.
Now, listen, I've been watching a lot of this stuff on the news over the past few years. And the only one that's really had any success speaking against this is Gays Against Groomers.
Yep, and even then, they're still getting the whole ADL SPLC song and dance.
Now, listen,
how dare you?
I don't give a shit if you're a pole smoker or you lick box. I don't care.
I don't care if you're a fecal freak.
I don't care. What you do is your business. As long as it doesn't affect my life, you do what you got to do. Now, I mean, biblically, that's a problem.
And that used to be their line as well.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't all of me. This is just what I do behind closed doors. It's not really anybody's business. I just want to be treated the same. We were all fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But the minute they started, we allowed gay marriage. And I was all for it because I'm like, listen, if they want to go through that hell,
you want that misery?
Have at it, because it's nothing but a long ass pounding of misery. Correct. But within a decade, now we have individuals grooming children in school libraries.
Yes. And we have the FBI going after parents who do not want their kids reading Korn in school libraries.
Yes.
But of course, it's not a terrorist attack. Look no more into it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are just...
This is just my opinion. No.
You're just you're just a tentacle on the Cthulhu cock of the deep state at this point. You guys suck. Smurf taint. Fuck you guys. Fuck you in the asshole with a big rubber dick.
The Smurf.
And that has been today's installment of Looney Tunes.
Yeah. We're so mean.
We are, but we tell the truth. Or should I say, but we tell the truth.
That's a good one there. That's expensive, though.
It's very expensive.
See how slim the waist is?
Yeah.
Okay. That means that's at least $50K.
And that's just for the shrink bills. You ready for our first caller?
Yeah.
All right. We got Game Hawk on the line.
All right, Game Hawk. Before we start, how long have you been watching the show?
About 5 years now.
Half a decade.
Winning.
How did you find us?
You know, I actually, when I went through a divorce, I was looking at different content, red pill stuff, and I came across your stuff and I devoured it. I started from the very beginning, went through everything that you ever produced, and then I've been staying current and being a subscriber since then.
That's awesome, man.
Outstanding, man. So tell us what your favorite crazy holiday story is.
Well, it's not as good as Popp's, but did you? Oh, by the way, did you ever go trash can bowling? We used to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
I almost threw my coworker at Blockbuster into traffic in a Farmer Jack shopping cart. Does that count?
It's a good one.
He was kind of a dumbass.
You know, there's always one in your circle of friends that's willing to do anything for approval, and that's the one you pick.
Or beer. Or approval or beer. Yes.
You know, hold my beer. I'll jump off the 3-story building into the pool. Yeah. Doesn't end well.
It'll be fine.
No.
There's no water in the pool, but it'll be fine.
No, I'm actually working on a stand-up comedy skit. That's one of my jokes. Like the two main things that kill most men is alcohol and pussy. And to reinforce that point, simple phrase, hold my beer.
Sheer fucking hubris.
It's usually
all right.
Watch this. It seems to come along a lot too.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, hold these nuts.
All right. Tell us your story there, Game Hawk.
Okay. Well, when I was raising my kids way back when, we always liked to go up into the mountains because we live in a very mountainous area in the northwest of the state. And so we'd go out and cut a silver trip Christmas tree. And so I took my girlfriend at the time up and we went and got 2 trees. So you'd get a $10 permit and cut these trees down. So I got this beautiful 10-foot silver tip. You know, it cost you $300 to buy one, you know? So I'm like,
Damn.
oh yeah, winning, you know, we're on top of it. Bring it back to the house. The kids and I spent, I don't know, a couple hours decorating it because I used to collect ornaments. So,
all right. That's a homo point. I'm going to give you a homo point for that.
I will have to take that.
All right.
Hey, I'm just saying, of the 2 people in this room, only one of us has delivered hot loads at high speed into other men. I have not.
Actually, that's not true.
What are you talking about?
You've shot people.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's 2 of us that have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are both gayer than me. That's a good time.
Yeah. And listen,
I'm just giving you shit, man. It's all good.
there is no enjoyment in that either.
I know there's no enjoyment. Well, I can't imagine there's a whole lot of enjoyment in being a bottom either. But hey, I mean, each their own. Sorry.
All right. Continue on, Game Hawk.
They got your back.
Okay. So anyway, when I got this really nice tree, we set it up and everything looks great, you know, and as Christmas is approaching, I started hearing this weird sound. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And I started finding these little tiny green pellets underneath the tree and all over the presents and stuff. And after time, I said, well, the tree doesn't look as good as it used to. And by the time Christmas came around, I finally noticed that we had these caterpillars in the tree and they were eating the goddamn thing. And we looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree by the time the day actually showed up.
Nice.
Destroyed it. Yeah. And so then the next year we decide, okay, well, we'll try again. And we're heading up, and I've got a 4-wheel drive pickup truck. And we're talking like a U.S. Forest Service 1-lane dirt road on the side of a mountain. So there's
It's totally safe.
Yeah,
it'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, 800-foot drop on one side, cliff, embankment on the other, no place to go. It'll be fine, right?
It'll be fine.
So there's a foot of snow, and I'm like, okay, no problem. So I put chains on my truck. It's in 4-wheel low, and I'm figured, hey, 1-ton diesel pickup, we're good, we're golden, right? So we start chugging up the hill, and I turn this corner, and there's a straightaway at about a 30-degree angle. We run into ice. There's 2 inches of solid ice underneath the snow. The truck starts bunny hopping like this and sliding toward the edge. And we get right near the edge. I get the truck stopped. Have to get everybody out, stand on the side of the road, back the truck up for about a quarter of a mile. And I finally get to a spot where I could slide it around in a corner and face it downhill. And I put my kids and my girlfriend back in the truck. And I said, okay, that's enough of that. And we went and left, and she complained about the fact that I bought a tree that year. She couldn't figure out why I didn't want to go back up there.
You saved our lives, but you could have paid less for the tree.
Exactly. About perspective. It's all about perspective.
Chicks, man.
All right, that's going to have to go on the list here of cunt maneuvers. Homies.
Yeah, it was 3 days before my sphincter finally relaxed.
No kidding.
About something.
Holy shit. Oh.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing like driving on mountainous roads with a narrow passage to give you your whole life a sphincter factor of about 9.5.
Yeah. I don't know.
If I could share another small Christmas story with you guys, if that's okay.
Right. Yeah, sure.
This one's a little funnier. I bought my kids Nerf guns for Christmas.
Awesome. That's my favorite gift.
Okay. And so my big thing is that I would hunt my children. And so I gave them a head start, and we ended up, the downstairs of my house is a big open area in a lot of places. And so I'd been trained in building searches on how to do that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so I get out my, infantry tactics, and I said, okay, go hide, And so we'd go around in the house, we'd hunt them down and shoot them. We had a war for about 3 hours on Christmas.
That's awesome.
The best time.
I did the same shit. You pie the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Pie in the corner. Eventually that escalated into paintball when my son was in scouting. And so then
there you go.
We played capture the flag and then all kinds of stuff with paintball guns.
My worst paintball story. I was in the 403rd Civil Affairs Battalion.
Hope you wore a cup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was wearing a cup, but this guy fires his paintball from about 150 feet away, which is way out of range. So I'm standing there like, oh, he'll never hit me. Boom. Right in the fucking nipple. That thing swelled up like a grape and was fucked up for like 3 weeks. I'm like, should I go to the doctor? How do I explain this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, maybe I get a leech and put it on there and bring it down. It was fucking bad. It was bad.
Yeah, you got to be all kitted up when you're going to play with paintball guns. It doesn't end well.
No, that shit hurts. All right, we're going to move on here, Game Hawk. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thank you for your time.
No
Good
problem,
stories, brother. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's hilarious.
All right, yeah, I'm working on Cunt Maneuver 101, and
nice.
Always find something to bitch about is Cunt Maneuver number 2.
Never fails.
And number 1 is order max cost of shit on dates.
Yeah. We all know those people who just, if they couldn't complain,
yes,
they would have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
And most of us are related to at least 3. Speaking of which, just because I'm a nice guy and I don't want new tech to have all the fun, in between each story, we're going to do a little bit of this.
The fuck?
Because there's no point in having a holiday hangover show if you can't, enjoy how good pain looks on other people.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be a good one here.
2 midgets and a 50 cal. What could go wrong?
This is what happens when you give little men big guns. Good luck, boys!
Oh, you all right, dude?
Yeah, I'm good.
The gun fell off the table.
Gun okay?
It'll be fine.
Was Popp there? Is the gun okay? Well, but these dudes, they got to go to the hospital, but the gun's all right.
I remember when we first, we're talking equipment. He's like, yeah, it costs this. I'm like, God, that's a fucking sniper rifle. He's like, why do you always price
You're not
everything
wrong.
at guns?
You're not wrong. Now, this next one here, it's more fucked up than funny, but you know what? I got to give mad props to this kid because this dude is going to be like a circus performer or something because he is about to ride his bicycle over this piece of wire, and they measure it so that you can see just how thin it is.
That's not cool, man, because that
2.9 millimeter stick.
if you fall on that, it'll slice you open.
Watch this stuff. Dude,
That's just fucking nuts, man. All right. Thank God he did it.
I don't know anybody who could do that.
Now, in Hohenfels, Germany, they fire the tow missile from time to time in training, and the tow missile has got a cable that unspools as it flies. And it'll go like 3,800, 4,200 meters with the extended range.
Okay.
But they have to be real careful with that because there's been accidents where the cable's across a road and they're driving and cuts a dude's neck open or something.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen the movie You're Next? Imagine running into a net of razor wire.
That's bad.
This is bad, right? This is bad. This is hilarious.
Oh, no. Oh God. Is that permanent paint?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just body paint.
Oh, good. Oh shit, that would scare the shit out of me. Oh my God. Play that again. Oh God, that look on her face.
I know.
Dude,
Go
this
back
is
to
some
just
shit I would
this
do.
is just too good.
Oh my God.
Whoever said blackface isn't funny
That is comedy
hasn't
gold.
seen that video.
Comedy gold right there.
It is. And speaking of comedy gold, we got to welcome Cliff into the chat. He is on standby backstage with his mic on mute.
All right,
Cliff. Make sure you unmute your mic, sir. There you go.
Evening, gents. How's it going?
Pretty good. First of all, how long you been watching the show?
I've been watching you guys almost 4 years now.
Outstanding. How'd you find us?
Actually, Raging Golden Eagle, because he kept on mentioning you so many times.
Nice.
Big shout out to him because when I was in the military, he saved my career, believe it or not.
Awesome.
So,
Oh, no shit. That's awesome.
yeah,
Good.
with some of the advice he gave. So I'm going to go ahead. We got to go back in time a little bit. Let's go back to the year 1997. You know,
yes.
Tyra Banks, she was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Oh, yeah.
Pop,
she
you
was-
actually
she
had
was
your
fine.
natural hair color at the time.
Correct.
You
You're right.
sure about that?
I know I have to dye it because it's all gray now.
And you should dye it, you fat ass.
Hey, I'm not fat anymore. I lost 35 pounds, man.
I got to give you shit, fat Punisher.
Yeah. You fuck up. You wear one fat Punisher shirt and never let you.
You shit in one Pringles can. They never let you let it down either. I'm just saying.
Listen, man, that's legend maneuver.
I had one ad for a gay cruise, and I'm the fucking captain of the boat now. Okay, shit happens.
All right. We can go into those stories later.
Here, have a dick.
Hey. All right, Cliff.
All right. To give a little bit of context, my family, it's my mom, my dad, my two older brothers, and my younger sister, and me. So kind of give the family dynamic a little bit. This was Christmas Eve, just after we went to church service. We went to the 6:15 service.
Okay.
And we finally get done. We decided to go to our favorite restaurant called Norm's. Like, imagine it as an upscale Denny's, just without the crack addicts. So
Yeah.
No, you would hope anyway.
yeah. So we're waiting in the waiting area for a solid 45 minutes because the place is absolutely packed. It's full house, Christmas Eve. And so about 45 minutes, then we finally get a table. Takes forever for us to get our food ordered. We finally get our food ordered. And here's the thing. My younger sister at the time, she's 4 years old. I'm 9 years old. One of my older brothers is 16, and the other older brother is 18 years old.
Okay.
The 16-year-old, because he was bored, he wanted to play a game with my little sister. And, you know, she's a 4-year-old. She will play anything. He decided to play the word game. He whispered a word into her ear. And Blake, I know you got a young kid. You know how young kids can really be with how loud they can get.
Oh, no. And I don't know what you're talking about.
At the top of her lungs in a packed restaurant, she just belts out, penis!
Nice.
Me, my dad, my brothers, we start busting up laughing. I mean, we are just going nuts. My sister is confused as all get out because number one, she's 4 years old. Number two, she lives in a house of mostly men, so it's not an uncommon word for her to hear.
Yeah.
There you go.
And my mom is beat red, trying to get us to shut up, and she's trying not to laugh at the same time. The entire restaurant is staring at us, all the customers. The one thing that broke the silence was one of the chefs in the kitchen dropped an entire stack of plates. Like it was an audible crash.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then everybody at the restaurant starts resuming their usual meal. And then, of course, we finally get to eating and all that kind of stuff. Now, here's the thing. We had just come from church. 2 booths over from us was another family from our church. So the following Sunday, when we go in, all eyes are on us because everybody in the congregation knew what happened.
That's awesome.
That reminds me, actually, I took my boy to Bible quizzing not that long ago. And, you know, because I know that I can be a distraction to him because he wants to like ham things up a little bit. You know, if we're in the room, I'm outside the door working on stuff. And I got my computer and I'm typing. And all of a sudden I hear from behind me in that room, because he got the question wrong. Oh, what the hell? And I'm like, oh. I got to explain that. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it happens.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah. My boy is. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know when they grow out of this stage where they basically just become, you know, bipedal parrots. But yeah, that's just kind of how it is.
It actually goes on until their 20s.
It's good times.
Yeah, the filter doesn't kick in until then. Yep. But either way, just short to the point. That's my story, gents. But thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks for coming on, Cliff. You take it easy, brother.
All right, take care.
All right, you got some.
I do have some more videos. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Penis. That's not like. Honestly, I yell that kind of shit when I'm trying to make couples laugh at weddings. I was like, You look like you're not having any fun. Okay, look over there and look serious. And then I like bring the camera in on the groom and stuff. Like, yeah, play with your ring. Yeah. Get to clap them cheeks tonight. And then he just loses his shit right there. Slow motion, beautiful, big laughing smile. I'm like, thank you very much. And we're moving on. He's like, wait, that was on purpose? Yeah. I have my ways. What can you say? All right. 3 more videos here. This is a great one here. I didn't know that this is kind of like the kid sister to the one where, you know, they hide the Cornish hen and the turkey. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, well, it's pregnant. Oh. A little different this time.
It's a boy. Oh no.
The dick would have to be half the size of its body if it was a boy.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The look on the dad's face there is fucking priceless.
It's like, what?
It's a boy?
I remember the Cornish head one. That was actually pretty good.
That was really the girl crying over there. Was pregnant. Like, you know, turkeys lay eggs, right? Oh my God. And this one right here is just a daily reminder for why Popp will never, ever own a cat. but he will own a BB gun to make sure that they don't come in his house.
Oh my God! I sent you this one.
Stop. Okay, sorry. Oh, fuck.
Better.
It ripped his fucking shirt open. I don't like that sweater.
Listen, man.
They're little homicidal maniacs, man.
Listen, you can get killed by a house cat.
Oh, you ain't even kidding, bro. Woo. You know what else you could potentially get killed by? Stray traffic cone.
Oh! Right in the pooper. Boom! Right in the pooper. Wow.
Oh. Surprise bottom, just had car accident.
Wow. I wonder if insurance covers that.
Are you in good hands?
Yes, you weren't involved in the accident, but you have a torn anus. Could you please explain this to me again? 1 in a million.
Literally,
it's like
one
a
in a million
Seinfeld episode.
Speaking of 1 in a million, we got MGTOW Mando waiting in the wings. How are you doing, sir?
I am good. How are you guys doing?
We're still alive.
Still alive, kicking.
I've got 2 quickies for you.
Well, I already had one this morning.
I don't need to hear these
I was
things.
about to say, don't take this into the gutter, Blake. We all know how you are.
I'm an asshole. Go ahead, sir. What
First
do you
of
got?
all, this one is a dog story. Back when me and my sister were still in high school and junior high, we had just set up the family Christmas tree with my mom, my sister, and myself. And my sister let her about 40-pound chow come in.
Ooh.
Big, blonde, cotton-haired mutt, a brain the size of a peanut, named Chance. Well, my mom goes, "So Chance, what do you think?" He comes walking up to the tree and hikes his leg right on the damn thing.
Nice.
Of course.
Yeah, these things happen.
The other story pertaining to my sister, my dad, and I, this is one of the very rare times we had a good snowstorm in southern Missouri when I was a kid, so this was probably the early 90s. Dad had gotten me and my sister a sled. Not too far from where my grandparents were living and where we were doing that side of the family Christmas was a nice big old hill that was closed because of ice and snow. My dad gets the bright idea to take me, my sister, and himself over with the sled to this big old road hill. On the bottom of the hill is a wooden fence that, under normal circumstances, the bottom slat is about 12 inches from the ground. In this situation, the snow is about where the middle slat was.
Okay.
Well, Dad and I are going down. First run on this sled. He can't stop it. About 50 feet from the fence, we jump off it. The sled goes flying through and goes right through the picture window of the big old house.
Well,
it lands in the other family's tree.
Oh, shit.
That's kind of hard to explain.
Well, fortunately, my grandfather and this family got along, and they go out and this guy's like, "Oh, you're so-and-so's son." My dad's like, yeah. And the guy goes, "You know what? Don't worry about it. Just take your sled. I'll tell my wife the tree came down in the snowstorm."
That's a good dude there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well,
You got lucky.
My grandfather was very well respected in that town. My dad and him
good.
did not get along. Those are my 2 stories.
All right, brother.
Like,
I like
can
it.
you set me out with a straw barrage just for good time's sake?
Come on, man.
You fucking brother!
Hey.
You all have a nice new year.
Take it easy, man.
You too, Mando. Thanks very much, brother. Oh, it's hilarious. I was thinking it was going to be like a Clark Griswold incident. And it's just like, That actually used to happen. I don't know if you ever been used to take your girls or anything over to Lamphir Hill over by the high school right there in 13 Mile and John R.
Yeah.
It's all fenced off now at the bottom. Like they took away everybody's fun.
Yeah, they did.
Because if you went down the steep side of that hill, it used to empty out right into a doctor's office that was right next to it.
It was a parking lot.
It was a parking lot, yeah. And one day, I got going and I was just whipping. All of a sudden, I'm flying between two parked cars, and all of a sudden, fucking car coming, like stops like 6 inches from me. Hi, and I just pick up my saucer, and I'm like, yeah, just ran back. You fucking kids! I'm sorry.
I know. When I used to compete, I used to run that hill. For cardio.
It's a good hill for that, yeah. It's a nice, steady, incline up the one side. Like the two sides of the hill, you get a good, nice run on that.
Yeah, this is going to sound crazy, but I joined the SCA for a couple of years when I was like 42, 43. And I'm going to participate in Penzic, which is this huge medieval battle with thousands of guys on each side. And I would put on my rucksack and run up that hill, because there's that trail that runs up to the top and down, just to get myself physically fit for, fighting in that thing. Because if you're going to do it right, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like if you're going to give your wife a hard time, you do it right.
Mm.
Are you kidding me? You can't just wash one cup? You see me standing here doing all these dishes and you can't just wash one cup?
Well, you're already there.
Just put it in the dishwasher.
Your wish is my command. Second take.
Oh my God. That is ingenious.
It's how you roll.
Bravo. The
look on her face says it all.
Yeah, she's pissed, but it's worth it.
Yes, this is a good one here. Now, it kind of makes me wish that I had a more open floor plan in my home, because this is pretty damn funny.
Oh my God.
Getting the freak on, man. Getting the freak on.
Oh.
I think we got Murdoch waiting in the wings of the chat, too. You sent in a bunch of these videos, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
This one here is hilarious. I sent this one into myself because I found it online and I thought it was so funny. And then literally the very next email that I had cataloged from one of the submissions was the same damn video. And you know what? If this wasn't recorded, I don't think anybody would have believed this guy. Do. Oh, hit the balls.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh, dude.
Talk about a double tap.
Wow.
Shit.
That's a bad day, man.
That's a very bad day for everybody.
Wow.
Speaking of bad days, well, he tends to make them better. Crazy Uncle, how you doing, good sir?
I'm a little under the weather, actually.
No shit.
The mic is on.
It's on, yeah. But you know what? You're not the only one, man. It is going around. You should see, like, my wife is finally starting to feel better. I told you she was sick the other day. The sinus congestion on the left side of her face, the pressure actually got so bad that her left eye was half swollen shut.
That's bad.
She looked like she took a right hook from Apollo Creed.
Wow.
It was bad.
Yeah, I got the exact same thing. Finally broke down and just got some Sudafed. I don't like taking meds.
Oh, I don't either, man. You're not alone.
Not unless I'm dying. But honestly, after 3 nights of about 2 hours of sleep, I needed something.
Yeah, I get you for there, man.
That's bad.
So what's your story, good sir?
Only got one story, but I got really got to ask you guys a couple questions first. If I send you a fucked up, a funny, Blake, I send it to the toxic email, or do I send it to the? Okay.
Yeah, redonkulasblake@gmail.com.
Gotcha, because I got one from West Point when we had some extra simulators. Hint, hint, Pop. I see.
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those things, man.
Oh, and Blake, the joke from before about using up all the ammo, we usually say that you're busting your whole combat load inside someone. There you go.
There you go.
It just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Well, not when you're coming home from deployment. That's how
I know. Context is everything.
And quick, actually, Blake in particular, do they make roller sleds for your kids anymore? Or are we so old that we remember those and they're gone?
Roller sleds. No, I'm not sure.
They're gone. Roll it out in a big piece of plastic.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they still sell those at like dollar store, Five Below, places like that.
They use them in the Army. They're called skidcoats. You put your wounded in there. And
okay.
You belt it up, and then you can pull them off the battlefield. I jumped one into Panama.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch the medics slide down a hill on a couple of those one day.
Yeah.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Before I hit my story, I do have to bring this up on a few months ago, they had the other like super big lotto drawings, like billions of dollars or whatever. And I said, you watch, it's going to be California every single time. I said that to you guys on the show. I got so much crap from everybody. I need to do something really quick. So I got to take the headphones off for it. So 1 second.
Okay. He's going to do the
Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right.
And then he broke it. He broke it.
Then he breaks it.
Jail.
It happens.
Okay.
It happens. We need to get him on the show.
Razor Fist.
Yeah, he's a good motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I watch every video he puts out.
Yeah, could you imagine YouTube trying to mess with your stats on that one? You guys would literally break the internet. So anyway, I'm just going to knock out this story because I guarantee you got other people waiting. And this one surprised the shit out of us. This was just a few years ago. And we were at my brother's place. Most of us are in the other room. We'd already done the presents. And we hear this god-awful scream. Now, of course, my NCO instincts are kicking in because that was a scream of somebody either in really good joy or somebody just hurt themselves. So I'm booking in the other room. Everyone's right behind me. There's my sister holding a scratcher going, I just won $27,000. Holy shit. Ah! She's going absolutely nuts. About 30 seconds later, she turns to me and goes, is that an E or an F? Fucking, it was a losing ticket. I mean, I would.
It's better than like those people who get a joke ticket. You know, and it's like, oh, you win $1 million, and then they read the back, and they're like, oh, you motherfuckers. And it's like, they just hate their lives from that moment on.
You could just watch their hope crush.
Well, I told you about
they have the same expression as every man walking out of family court.
Yeah. What were you saying there?
I told you guys about the joke beer, didn't I? And back when I was in Hawaii, my one of my roommate, he just kept stealing my damn beer. And I was like, I don't know how in the hell I can keep this guy from stealing my freaking beer. I'll literally go take a piss, come back, and 2 cases are gone. I'm like, you bastard.
What?
So
that's serious shit.
That would piss me off.
We got into it a few times, actually. I'd ball him up real quick, choke him out. I love doing a paper cutter across his neck.
Just fold your clothes while you're wearing them.
All sorts of gray. Anyways, I just happened to be in a joke shop. They had joke beer. If you read the bottom of the can or the bottom of the case, it actually is in big bold letters, but it looked like Budweiser. But it tastes like literal sewage.
Oh, nice.
I kid you not. I put it in the little fridge we got in the barracks. I close my door. I wait till I hear the front door open and close because I know he's just going across the breezeway. I immediately bolt out. I'm not even on the other end of the freaking building. Fuck you, man! I'm gonna kill you. As they're all coming out. Everybody's just hacking and spitting and stuff like this. I saw him on Monday morning. Like, what the fuck says that? Don't steal my beer, asshole.
There you go.
Yeah,
don't do the crime.
Like skunked Guinness. I had a bottle of skunked Guinness once. It was fucking horrible.
Don't do the crime if you can't drink the slime.
Yeah, you're right.
It was bad.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. And unfortunately, I haven't got myself a homo suspicion point tonight. But, oh, well.
Well, I mean, you can always have one if you really want one.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like I can't share.
Oh, shit. No one. I got nothing. Waving the white flag, man. Waving the white flag.
Woo!
All right, man. See you later,
Hope
bro.
you feel better, brother. Take it easy.
Well.
Yeah, he probably needs to go and do a lot more of that.
Well, no, what I usually do when I have like a really bad sinus infection is I use colloidal silver.
Oh yeah.
I get one of those Afrin bottles when it's empty.
Oh yeah,
Fill
yeah.
that.
And you have one of those nebulizers too.
Yeah,
do that,
I
right?
do that too. I use that for down in the lungs and stuff. And it works like a charm.
Not bad, not bad.
Here we go. Oh no, this is kind of wheelchair.
This is a collection of fails.
Oh
yeah,
man.
So but people in wheelchairs doing stunts. I mean, mad props for even attempting it before we even start. But yeah, sometimes, well, if they weren't already in a wheelchair. Oh
God! No.
Boing! Oh, scorpion! Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh!
He really said, "Oh shit!" Oh, that's a bad one.
It'll be fine.
Oh! No!
Oh, broken rib. Oh, here we go.
Play that last little bit again. The scream. We got to put that on the soundboard. We got to put that on the soundboard, man. That is hilarious.
And that's why you don't just randomly go and clean rooms on the gay cruise. Okay?
Well, that's an indirect essay.
It very much is. And this is indirect olfactory assault.
Oh, my God.
Guess the smell.
Banana.
Correct. Next.
That is fucked up, man. That is messed up.
Hey, I bet they have a very rock solid marriage.
Dude.
She's totally not going to suck his best friend's dick after that one.
Man, there's going to be some payback for shit like that.
I hope he doesn't wash just for you, baby.
I've never been one of those Dutch oven fart guys, man. That stuff is just nasty.
It can be. But at least it doesn't, put your life at risk. Like some things that men love to do to each other on the regular.
Wait a minute. What the fuck are you thinking? Dude, I want one of those. What is that? That's a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower, yeah. But it just right in the face.
Dude.
I am actually stunned that his beard did not catch fire.
He's missing an eyebrow. He has to be missing an eyebrow.
I
want one of those things. I think those
I love her. Dude gets a shot of flamethrower to the face. I want one. Yeah, I have empathy.
I'm sorry.
You're such an asshole.
It just looks fucking cool.
It does look fucking cool. Speaking of fucking cool, we got Fan I Am waiting in the wings.
All right.
How you doing, good sir?
Oh, look how clean. Look how clean cut he is.
I know, right?
How long have you been watching the show?
He's like the Giga Chad meme.
Nice.
There you go.
Since Tommy Lahren episode.
Oh, Tommy Lahren, yeah.
Right,
That was a good one. I was actually just thinking about that one the other day because apparently Jeffrey Paul, despite my numerous conversations with him, had no idea that I had siblings.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, my brother was in the Tommy Lahren episode. He's like, the what?
This always gets me laughing too.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I used to have the flubber slime when I was a kid. You put your fingers in it. It's like you just like going to town on a really loose chick. Shit was addictive when I was like 9-10 years old.
So, are you calling us from Australia or England or something?
Canberra, Australia.
Oh, okay.
He's an Aussie.
All right.
Yes.
You never call a Kiwi an Aussie and vice versa.
I'm sorry.
I have a teenage story for you and a joke.
All right.
But this happened when I was about 15. Our family used to go camping end of every year, the school holidays. And when you start to notice and trying to impress girls as a teenager. And there was this one girl at the campsite I thought was cute, and she was sort of at the swimming area. And I thought I would do a running dive into the water, looking really cool, like on Baywatch kind of thing.
I'll be there.
But the tide was low. So as I'm running in, getting to the ankles, getting up to the knees, I took a shallow dive and expecting it to be up to the waist, but it didn't. It stayed at knee level.
Oh.
So I'm like, and it hit the bottom, scraped the bottom of the sand bed, with little rocks and stuff. And I came up and went, I hit it on my nose, and there was this flap of skin open, right?
Nice.
I looked down and it's scratches on my chest, and then one big Death Star trench gouge out of my chest.
Oh,
and there's
shit.
I didn't see the scar.
Nice.
No way.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That must have been deep.
Again, the two leading things that kill men, alcohol and pussy.
There you go.
So from then on, about 15, I learned my lesson not to do anything physical to impress a chick anymore. Only dudes are impressed by physical stunts, not chicks.
You're absolutely correct about that.
Women are impressed by violence.
Compliments and money to impress chicks is another story. When you're older, you still learn that lesson later. But physical, I didn't do anything physical to impress girls after that. I had to go to the hospital. They couldn't close it up because it was too wide, so I just had to scab over, and I had to spend the holidays with the steri strips on my nose.
Looking like Chinatown.
There's a little crease there. I don't know if you can see it, but the blood gets plenty of blood flies to the face, so it heals well. So, but during my teenage years, at 15, I was on holidays. Super self-conscious, self-esteem about girls, and I had these big black eyes, and I learned my lesson.
Oh man!
At least you weren't permanently injured.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could have broken my neck or something.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that'd be real bad.
Around that time, there was a computer magazine that had Australia's best joke of the year, and I remembered it. And it was this man goes to a bar and has his dog, this special dog, and the bartender says, "Hey, your dog's not really supposed to be in here." He goes, "This is a special dog. This is a talking dog. He is what? Yeah, good day. Hey, Rover, say hello. Hello, nice to meet you." He's like, "What the heck? A talking dog? How is it?" He is not just a talking dog too. He can do other things too. He can go fetch your stuff. Like, what do you mean? What? Do you want a newspaper? All right, Rover. You want to get him a newspaper? Sure. Do you have $10? Yeah, I'll just give him a $10 note. All right, go, Rover. Get the newspaper. Come back. He goes away, and they're just waiting. After 5 minutes, hasn't come back. 10 minutes, doesn't come back. 15 minutes, still doesn't come back. And the bartender's like, "Is it all right?" And the owner says, "This is unusual. This never happened before. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go look for him. Sorry." So he goes out around the streets looking for Rover. Rover, where are you? Eventually finds him in the back alley canoodling with a poodle. "Rover, what are you doing? You've never done anything like this before." "Too right," says Rover. "Never had the money till now."
That's actually pretty good, man.
Bitches love it. What can I say?
All right, man.
Anyway,
take it easy, Fan. Thank you very much for calling in.
Take it easy, brother. I remember the Tommy Lorraine one.
Yep.
We ripped her a new one. That was what, 3.5 years ago?
Oh yeah, I think that was like right in the middle of 2020. Yeah, we got Joker to come in on that one.
Yeah.
You know, it was awesome.
Yeah, listen, and I think she's divorced now, and then she played the victim.
Oh, I don't think she was ever married. She was dating. That's why she was, just bitching about. Like, yeah, we can't.
All right, let us know in the comments if
yeah.
Tommy Lorraine got married and divorced in the past.
I mean, that just shows you how much I cared after we did that video. Like, if she might have gotten married and divorced since then. Don't know, don't care.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I've shot for couples since then that have already been married and divorced.
All right, yeah.
Found this out the other day and was like, oh, that's a shame, but I totally couldn't have told you from the way that the groom was. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like dudes from my generation, like the younger millennials, trying to get all tatted up like the tough bikers.
Yeah,
but they're 115 pounds soaking wet and have like a Vidal Sassoon ponytail. It doesn't come off the way that they think it does. It pretty much says the polar opposite of what it used to look, to say when Gen X dudes would come into a room all tatted up like that. Those dudes come in, you're like, oh, that guy could fuck me up 6 ways from Sunday. Now the guys come in like, oh, wow, I bet he records his wife getting fucked from the corner.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
Here's the thing, though, is looks can be deceiving.
Yes, they can.
And it doesn't take a lot of strength to pull a trigger.
No.
And there's a lot of guys out there screwing around with other people's wives. And I'm literally like, dude.
It's called the Great Equalizer for a reason.
That's how you get shot.
In the butt. Or you could just try to mess around with dogs in water. See how well that works out for you. Hey, fuck you, bro. Cannonball! Don't you want to fucking try to drown him?
What are you doing, man?
And yes, if in case you didn't hear it, I added in the too many dogs scream.
I was wondering. It sounds
Just
familiar.
for fun. Just for fun. We know we love dogs around here. What we don't love, though, no, we don't love the current status of the military. What we were a fan of back in the day was don't ask, don't tell. All right.
Yeah, well, when I first came in, they're like,
it was don't ask, don't tell.
No. When I came in, they're like, you're not gay, are you? I'm like, what? How dare you say that?
And then it became don't ask,
They're
don't
like,
tell,
I have to
which
ask
is
you.
fine.
I'm sorry.
This is just great here.
Gay people, they don't build an army. Gay people can't build no army. All they do is take other people's kids and convert them to gays.
You mean to tell me like a gay army wouldn't intimidate you?
Oh, they'd have your back, all right.
They're all laughing.
He didn't miss a beat. Boom.
It is funny, though.
It is.
It is.
Not as funny as this, I will say. Little girl lets out a loud fart to shock her dad.
Daddy likes this.
He's like, that's my baby girl right there.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's good shit right there. All right. Oh, looks like we got your buddy Pete is hanging out backstage.
All right.
Pete, how you doing, brother?
What's happening, guys?
Hanging in there.
He's under the weather.
I got a story, but Sean, you tell it. The old man mask.
Oh,
the old man mask.
Yeah.
That's not like a sex thing, is it?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
We used to have. All right. So Pete had this old man mask that was it fit on your face almost perfectly.
Okay.
And you can only see your eyes through it. You know, it was perfect. He was dating this girl named Amy.
Would it like form to your mouth too, and like
Yeah.
move when you talk? Oh, okay. It was one of those like really fancy ones. Okay.
Yeah. So I went there, and it was about 9:30, and she was asleep on the couch right next to a big picture window. So I'm literally like this, and the street light is behind us, and I'm like blocking the light from her. So she wakes up, and she's like, and she's screaming her head off. Pete's upstairs sleeping. She tries to run. The carpeting literally is coming unattached from the floor and flying up.
It's like a Scooby-Doo moment.
She like falls and like scrambles on all. And then I'm laughing so hard I can barely run to the car to get away. And Pete's in the window up there. I'm gonna kill you. Dude, that was awesome.
A little bit of pee came out.
Yeah, and then another one. And Pete, you left that comment about the maxi pad thing.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Maxi pad.
Well, we used to always hang out at night, and it's about 11:30, 12 o'clock. We go to Denny's that used to be at 12 in Woodward.
Oh yeah.
Where Chris Belly's there now.
There's like hardly any of them around.
I know.
Anymore. It sucks.
And I didn't know this, but like Pete got like a maxi pad, I think out of Melina's car.
Yeah.
And he stuck it like on my back. And everyone, I'm walking around, people are laughing. I'm like, what? What's so funny? And it was there for like,
so everyone could see it.
Yeah, it was there for like 5 or 6 minutes before I detected it. And what are you gonna do? I'm like, you got me.
That was funny. And what about the time you kicked my cat's food over?
Oh, Goblin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goblin.
He has to have it was this old cat. It was old when I was in high, it was like 14 years old. It died at 18. But
okay.
We're in high school and like 14, 15-ish. And I go over to Pete's house and I'm walking by and my foot hits his food tray. And Pete's like, hey man, put that food back right away. I'm like, why? That's Goblin's food. He don't play. And I'm like, fuck that. And 10 seconds later, I look in there. It's like one of those videos. This Tash is like, I'm like, attacked by the goddamn cat. I hated
Or
that
your
cat.
ass up.
They did.
I tell
guys
you, man.
enjoy. Great
Ugh.
show.
Thanks for calling in,
All
Pete.
right, brother.
Hope you feel better. Oh, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
But cats, man, they're just fucking homicidal maniacs, man. That they look cute, but they will murder you.
If they were bigger, they would definitely murder you.
No reason at all. This one is like, I have to, now that this one is disgusting. I'm going to let you know that. But at least the woman in it obviously has a sense of humor about her grotesque appearance.
Oh my God.
The fuck?
That is one hell of a gunt.
It very much is. The fact that she can like keep it on the counter, like
No, that gunt is so big. That's like neck injury gunt. You try to seal unbreak the seal on that meal, you're gonna get a big deal.
You open up that seal of meal, this is bad news
done.
bears, baby. It's bad news. Unlike having Irish parents, which apparently is just fucking hilarious.
Mother's on an absolute rampage here.
I can't find your ring.
Father, have you seen Mother's ring?
As in her butthole. Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, fuck off, Carl. What's wrong with you?
Calm down, Frodo Slaggins. We'll find the ring.
It's not funny. It's my great granny's.
Well, then let her look for it.
She's dead, Adam.
Well, and somehow I don't think she'll need it.
She gave it to me, you bollocks.
I won't tell her if you don't.
Oh, fuck off.
Wait, I see something. Is it really small?
Yeah,
Is it round?
obviously.
Sounds like Father.
Hey!
Just get to the point.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I found it.
That's a fucking Cheerio, Adam.
It's hairy.
No, it's Harry, your mother's.
Hey, if my parents were that fucking entertaining, I'd be recording everything in the house.
Oh man, that's actually pretty good.
That's some really good shit. It's not as hairy as your mother's. Ah!
That's nightmare fuel right there.
Oh no, nightmare fuel is just. Just
here we
watch.
go. No. Oh no. Is he okay?
It literally ripped out of his pants going down. You luck.
You are one lucky bastard. First of all,
he should have shot his dick off.
Hang on. First of all, you don't sit there and pose in front of the camera with guns and do stupid shit like that. You're inviting Murphy to break it off with your ass hard.
No jokes there. And we still have 4 callers on the line.
All
so
right.
I think we're probably just going to keep it going here on all sites because
let's go.
we're having a good time. And we'll get to the chats here in a little bit. I will just ask everybody, please no more super chats after 9:30. We'll probably start reading roughly around then.
All right.
All right. Mountain Man 9395. Welcome, sir.
Hi, guys.
It's like the hero shot. I'm looking up your nose and you got all your shit behind you on the wall.
How long have you been watching the show, Wild Man?
Let's see. It's been it was April of 22, and
Okay.
Nice.
Joker mentioned you, and then your first video I saw was with your analysis of those 2 chicks that went through Ranger. And
Oh, yeah.
And you tore it to shreds. I go, I got to keep listening to this guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when Pop's in the zone about the military being perverted for DEI purposes, there's nothing more entertaining.
It's quite aggravating.
Yes.
Hey, Popp, I sent you an email on Sunday. So it's you'll see it. It's on your Sunday. It's under my John J. Allen email.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so what do you got for us tonight,
All right,
good sir?
so
What's
this
your
is
holiday
Thanksgiving.
magic?
This is Thanksgiving. It's late 70s. I'm 58. So this is late 70s, early 80s. And we have cousins come up. Family has a ranch in Northern California. You have cousins come up from the Modesto area. And we like to do the pumpkin roll. And what the pumpkin roll is you go down, we go down a county road that's not really traveled a whole lot. And we get, there's like 5 or 6 of us in the back of the truck. And we got to get it. We go about 50 miles an hour. And we just roll the pumpkin forward. And after a while, the pumpkin will keep going. And then it just flies apart. And
Sounds entertaining.
it is. And then, Christmas and New Year's, we shoot guns. We're out in the country. So that it's pretty. I don't have a real funny story because our family's kind of boring.
No,
maybe
listen,
it's
man.
maybe
It's okay.
Maybe it's the German that is so affluent in my family, but
it's all good.
A lot of my Christmases were like that. It wasn't until I started really hanging out with people who lived out in like the boondocks that I started having some really entertaining stuff. Like for no reason at all, you bust out the 4-wheeler with a freaking ski rope on it, and then you put kids on flying saucers and just try to whip them around the fucking yard. Yeah, because that's
totally
good idea.
safe.
Yeah, totally safe. It's not a big deal.
Anyway, so. My business, I started a business last year called Rule Man Life Enterprises. And I'm in a process of making an app. And the whole purpose of it is to encourage men to get out of the cities and get into the country somehow, some way. And so I think Thomas Jefferson really laid it out in 1800 when he was running for president, that he really hated the concept of cities, because what it did is when you concentrate people in a small area, it's pretty destructive and toxic to the human experience. And he thought everybody should have a piece of land they can call their own and raise their own stuff. That's why I built Monticello as kind of a model.
Uh-huh.
And so my whole purpose of not only the business e-commerce and selling mugs and shirts, but is also to create awareness. And I want to start interviewing people on their places here next year, of why they decide to move out in the country, how long they've been out there, are they generational, or are they just first generation? And so this is a way for men to say, I think the city living is kind of effed up. And
you think
a little bit,
and so by doing that, I want to expose to the public, hey, listen, this is not, the city thing is not right. And Jefferson really laid it out in a couple of his paragraphs he wrote down when he was running for president, how he really disagreed with concentrating human beings in a small space.
I dig it.
Dude, he would have a nightmare if he's in New York.
Yeah, if you want to put website links or anything like that in the chat, good sir, feel free.
Okay.
Put it up.
All right, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Brother,
thanks for calling in, man.
You bet.
Easy.
Yeah. Listen, Christmas, the holidays, my kids, before I got divorced, was one of some of the best memories I have in my life.
Yep.
And it's a shame.
Yeah.
It usually comes to an end, but at least I got a little bit of exposure before I got divorced, but it just is what it is.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the pumpkin thing.
Mm-hmm.
On the, every other year I'd have them for Halloween because you have to share holiday.
Yeah.
And I would always take them trick or treating, and we would kill it because I had a system.
Oh, you have a system, of course.
Like literally 38, 40 pounds of candy between both of them.
Damn.
It's like 21 pounds of candy a piece.
That's freaking nuts.
Basically the next weekend after, if I didn't have them for Halloween, we would do pumpkin assassination day.
Oh, nice.
And I remember I have all the swords and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And they'd be out there swinging swords and axes and warhammers. Like, keep crushing it. It was good times, man.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Almost as awesome as this.
Uh-oh.
Live action Mario Kart. Unfortunately, probably shouldn't throw shells at the cops. New York cops don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, especially if you're white.
Well, see, if I was a cop, I have a pretty good sense of humor. I'd be like, all right, man.
I'd be like,
pick this shit up and go home.
That's what I would have been. Like, just pick it. This is really funny. We'll just pick it up and leave.
And stay out of the street. You're gonna get killed.
Yep. Speaking of getting killed, all these ladies out there who think that taking a Krav Maga lesson means that you can handle yourself. No, movie versus reality. And that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's reality.
But anything you can do, I can do better, right?
Yeah, I couldn't fight multiple people. I mean, at my best, when I was in like fighting shape, if I could fight maybe 2 people that were in the same size as me.
Yeah.
But anything more than that, it's literally impossible.
Yeah, that's movie magic. That's all.
You are going to get just dogpiled.
It is choreographed.
Yeah. If I had the strength of Captain America, maybe.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
But that's a fantasy.
He has America's ass. You have America's gut.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're moving on here to this next one. I just love it when kids interject to playful questions. You know, when their mom's asking these rhetorical things. You should really learn not to do that with a camera running, ladies.
Babe, can I ask you a question? What's the first thing you see when you look at me? Your mustache.
Got pwned by your own kid.
Wax it. It's not that difficult.
Wax that shit. And wax that nasty ass poon while you're at it, ladies. Next up, we got LB Weaver sitting on standby.
All right.
How you doing, good sir?
Not bad. How are you guys tonight?
How long have you been watching the show, Wild Man?
Let's see. This particular one, maybe a couple of years, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
I've
we see
been
you in the chat a lot.
I guess, Poppism since about 2015.
Wow. That's almost since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think the first clip I came across was after a friend of mine at work, turned me on to TFM and Better Bachelor and a couple other ones like that. And then out of the one weekend, I saw 15 lies a single mom tells you, which still kills me. I watched it recently. It still kills me to
A lot
the
of
day.
people love that one. Brett Mauser, that's his favorite episode.
And then what is it? What is it? Pimp Star Wifestitute or
Pimp
something?
Tard Wifestitute.
Pimp Tard Wifestitute, yeah.
Pimp Tard, yeah, that's right. And then what was it? I made a clip out of these things because I think you were going on about Brendan Fraser one time.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
actually
just
the
don't
most popular
fucking get married, please. So I send that to people on occasion.
Oh.
Let's be honest, okay?
I'm so glad he finally turned his career back around.
Yeah, me too. If you get married and then you get divorced, don't repeat the mistake.
Yeah.
All right. When I hear guys like, oh, I've been married 3-4 times, I'm like, all right. Did you not get your guts packed in well enough the first fucking time? Do you need stitches? Is your O-ring too small? What is going through your fucking brain pan, you dumbass?
Yeah.
Hang on. It felt necessary.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, because actually my I have a nephew that he's my godson, and of course my sister and I can't agree on absolutely nothing in life, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But with my nephew, he kind of feels like, he feels like I did back at that age. He was in his early 30s. He really needs to find love. It's like he needs to find the girlfriend. I'm like, oh no, you don't. Please. I was like, no, please spare yourself this bullshit.
Well, she's
please.
different. She lives.
Yes.
Hey, look, LB Weaver, you just gave me number 3 on Cut Maneuver 101,
which is
always disagreeable.
Always disagree. Yeah. You ain't kidding, man.
Because his first girlfriend was all about his first girlfriend didn't want him to tell their phantom children. I mean, they hadn't even been conceived yet, and yet she's like, please don't tell our future children about your Catholic heritage because I'm of a different religion and that's going to confuse them. I mean, he would tell me about, he would tell us about it. And I just imagine Blake's voice whining in the background as he's telling the story, and then I don't know. It's like I'm really at a crossroads. I mean, I would love to just complete. That's what I was saying. Can I get a supporter stream in his name, because I think he really needs this.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, and then his mom is
How old is he?
33.
He's still at
Yeah.
33. Okay.
Yep.
All right. By
Yeah.
33, you should be starting to get out of the dick thinking.
Yeah, you should be well on your way.
You
You're
should
over
be
the
like,
hump at
okay,
34, 35.
The math is not adding up here. Look, put the titties away. They're distracting.
Yeah, get out of here.
But right around 35, you're like, oh, those are nice cans, but let's talk about the deductible here.
Yeah, and then these made up girls' names, like Ashley was the first one, and Brittany was the second one.
Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany. I can't roll my R's. So
Half of the fucking names I hear now, it's like these parents name their kids playing Boggle in the damn hospital.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
And it's like, seriously, like in the mid 2000s and early 2010s, it was like, how many different random consonants can we throw in front of Aiden? Oh my God.
All right. Oh, LB Weaver, you're getting a second one here. Cut maneuver 101. They always argue hypotheticals.
Oh, okay. Hypotheticals and outliers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not pregnant yet, but, I know I'm 40, but Rihanna had a baby at 40. Bitch, you're not Rihanna. You're more like Rihanna's poop.
I just wish I could have met his, because there was Ashley was the first one, and Brittany was the second one. I hate those two names. They both make me vomit.
You ain't kidding.
It's like, whatever happened to, I don't know, like normal names. I don't even know what a normal name is anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. So some of the normal names even sound just kind of like you should be greeting the librarian Esther.
Yeah.
How you doing? Anyway, but what's your story, Mr. Weaver? What you got for us?
At first I thought, do I have any really weird Christmas stories?
Your brother's story is pretty good.
It goes back to when I was 18. It was I thought, oh yeah, I remember that one very well. It was my first job out of Catholic high school. So because I just needed to get. I just needed to get my soul back after all of that shit.
Yeah.
Just needed to. And then I get my first job was in downtown Chicago, which wasn't really Chicago back then. It was really fantastic back then.
It was all right,
That's what I really miss about it, though. That's why I hate it so much now, but loved it back then. And so of course, and then I just started. I wanted, I was interested in pot, because I was an 18-year-old kid. I was very naive, I just wanted to experience life as I thought it was at that time. It's like, well, it's like those chicks that followed Manson. I just wanted something different at that time. Yes, that's what I thought, and that's what I was hanging out with a couple of weirdos back then, and I just thought that they're going to be my saviors, that kind of thing.
Of course,
and so and then I started. Somebody came to my house in the middle of the night going on about the dead Kennedys. You should listen to every dead Kennedy song ever made. And
they
so
actually
I thought,
were pretty good.
They were, yeah. I've got a couple of their albums still.
Yeah, they're not bad.
And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just carry on about the dead Kennedys. We had the first Christmas party at the first really serious job I had back in 1981. And it was just like yesterday. I still remember it very well. So we a couple of us started the festivities like about maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock that morning. Went to a liquor store. It didn't even matter back then if you were 21 or not. We sold you shit anyway if you had
Pretty
the
much.
cash. Good old days, And so we started getting toasted. Next thing, I don't know. It's hours went by. We decided, okay, fuck it. We might as well join the rest of the party downstairs, even though we don't want to. We hate those people, but still. And we just went about it. And next thing you know, I just passed out in the middle of the floor during the middle of the
big
Christmas
mistake
party.
Bad,
yeah,
right?
It was. Yeah, and I was moaning. I was in a lot of pain. I was just clutching my Dead Kennedys album. Somebody gave me a grab bag. And it was a beautiful one too. I still have it. It was "In God We Trust" Incorporated. You know, where you
Okay, I
have
remember
Jesus
that one.
crucified against a couple of dollar bill shaped crosses, or it was in a cross shaped like a couple of dollar bills or something.
Gotcha.
Like that.
That's a representation of our current government.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like I don't know. It's like I look back at it now. I mean, okay, yeah, we were stupid retards back then, but at the moment, it was probably the most magical time of my life. I mean, it was, I was, it was starting off a new life somewhere else. I was, just getting older, and just it was. I have nothing but the best memories of it. It was stupid and we were nuts and all that, but at the same time, it was like that was one of the best goddamn Christmases I ever had.
And listen, LB Weaver,
less responsibility.
You were blessed,
and
I was blessed to literally grow up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yes, yeah,
and because the kids of today, it is an absolute shit show.
Yep.
I mean, literally, the kids are getting suspended for chewing their sandwiches so they look like a gun.
Yeah.
I would have been crucified 50 times over. I was such a raging asshole.
What's changed?
Well, now I have accountability. But back then, I had no supervision. I knew I was a kid and I could get away with fucking murder, and I did so.
Well,
I didn't murder anyone. I did some fucked up shit.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we just wanted to, have a good time out there.
All right, LB Weaver, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put together a Popp video called "A Tutorial on How to Not Fuck Your Life."
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fuck your life. Or you could just call it "Unfuck Your Life." There you go.
All right. I want to thank you for adding always disagreeable and argue hypotheticals.
We could call it pre-unfucking your life. Don't drive a Prius.
Listen, man, I love the guys in the regiment, and I can't tell you how many times I'm doing the supporter stream on Sunday, and I'm like, all right, give me a list of such and such, and people are like, oh yeah, I'm like, I didn't even.
That's a good one there.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Because I just do the list thing.
Oh yeah, that's part of what makes the comedy work on this show is that like we're always open to new shit, and like when you brought me the alcohol names, I was like, you forgot an important one, Popp. He's like, what? It's like, beer. It's like, I don't know what to call that. I was like, slow motion gender reassignment surgery. He's like, that's fucking genius. It's going to the book.
That's a new one on me. I haven't heard that one.
One of the things that made the first couple years so successful is he didn't know what the hell I would just show up and
show up, yeah.
And I would just start writing shit on the board. He'd be like, what are we doing? And I'm like, all right. And when I did the one where he had the milk,
yeah.
I
don't even want to know what's going on here, man.
Challenge accepted, because I was all steamed up because I got this fucking email from this bitch. I'm like, I'll show
That's
her.
physically impossible. You fabricated everything.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm like, oh, no. It's on now.
It's on now, yeah.
And I remember he's like, we're doing props now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that one. It was the first one. The first bit was soldier suicide or something like that. Very heavy, which I really loved a lot. But then later on, it switched to like when you're pouring, the white and chocolate milk into this chick's mouth. I was like, I've got to see that one again.
I was like, what? You got a fucking calcium deficiency? What's wrong with fucking milk?
I remember I did the genocide one. I show up with this big Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up in wax paper. I'm like, this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I had the melon baller. I'm like,
I was like, well, I guess I'm busting out the zoom lens for this motherfucker.
All right, LB, we got to jump off here. We got to get through some super chats.
All
we
right.
got one more guy in the wings.
Two more. Looks like we got Wackle and Murdoch.
All right, let's roll through them real quick, and then we'll do super chats.
We'll roll through them. All right, thanks, LB Weaver. You take it easy, sir. Oh, it's fucking priceless, bro. Oh, this is a good one here. Now, it turns out it's not all sunshine and rainbows and boxed wine and Catland.
Oh, no.
Mata, hey, you're not getting any dick. Just give it up. Mommy's not getting any dick. So guess what? You're not getting any dick either. Okay.
Look at how mean that kid looks. Like, what do you tell me what?
I can't get no dick.
No dick for me? What the fuck you talking about? No dick for you, Becky.
Uh-oh.
This one I actually found myself because I thought it was so damn funny. Hey, one way or another,
you're going to get your ass beat for doing shit like that.
One way or another, a whole bunch of white cream in your face.
Not a good thing.
This one here is one of those cutaways. I don't ordinarily use them, but it's so good I had to. Gotta take a piss, gotta take a piss. Now, to be fair, this woman looks quite expensive. You know?
He's stealing the catalytic converter. Oh God, that's awesome.
Hey, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. At least it wasn't shit.
Yeah. Oh my. That's a good saying.
All right, it is time for Wackle. Wacko. Should we have Yakko, Wackle, and Dot? Of course it is. Beef and cheddar to catch.
Yeah!
How you doing, sir?
You motherfucker!
A long time no see.
What's going on, man?
Oh, just hanging out. A little bit sweaty in here because I busted my ass, not literally, of course, to finish the bullshit report for tonight.
Of course.
In under 2 hours and still got it to 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
Outstanding.
All right.
Yeah, I got a productivity bug up my butt a couple days ago.
You
and
are going to be out of town for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to be out of town. But yeah, I was like, I haven't cut a ride and roast in a bit. Like I've been having some help from my editors. God bless y'all. You're amazing. And I just slapped the whole thing together, start to finish, in 4 hours. It actually took me about as long to find all the fucking butts to put in there. But thankfully, the MGTOW chat is always happy to oblige. So keep them coming. No pun intended.
They can actually supplement my butt shipments because due to some security concerns, I don't think I will be getting those as often to you.
Things happen. So what's your Christmas story, good sir? And then, of course, we'll get to your bullshit report later on. Now, is it YouTube safe? I have to ask because we were kind of sticking with all platforms.
I don't need any Granny Whisker biscuits showing up.
Yeah, please, thank you.
No, there definitely will not be, but the only concern will be that the music in the background might get picked up by the...
Yeah, well...
Okay.
Well, then we'll have to save it.
Yeah, we may save it until next week then. But send me a link in an email just to make sure I don't forget.
Okay.
Okay, understood. So, first off, all the guys that were able to survive the loneliness of the holiday season, congrats. You made it,
You're
motherfuckers.
Here. Yep.
You're here. That's what matters, is because I think Cliff 3188 brought up I think it was like the Soldier's Christmas Tale or whatever, something like that, Christmas Credo. And just listening to that, even as a civvy,
it's crushing.
It is crushing because guys that have put their lives on hold to go and do some shit that nobody else had the balls to go do.
Amen.
Just to come home to an empty house,
Yeah.
no family.
Find their wife getting spit roasted in the back of her car while she's on lunch break at work.
Yeah.
Right. You feel stabbed in the back, but you keep the gun out your mouth because of this motherfucker in the top left corner in the green polo shirt.
Thanks. This is actually a Guinness shirt. God damn it.
Oh,
It should say 69 on it and be funnier. You're 10 shy there. So is that 69 for somebody with no hands?
No, that's just a 69, but with all 10 fingers in the hole at once.
Yeah, my wife and I usually do 68. She goes down on me and I owe her one.
Oof. You owe her one.
It's okay.
I
She
see
doesn't
what
mind.
you did there. Fucking dad jokes. But it's good to see all these guys that are still here, still sucking air.
Hell yeah. All 515 of them over on YouTube. How many we got on Rumble right now? 683. I love for like the last year. Rumble's been out doing YouTube. Love to see it.
Good. YouTube, or I should say, YouBoob, because
You
there's nothing but a
boob.
bunch of boobs over there.
Or YouTube, if you prefer.
Yeah, YouTube is actually a little bit more accurate there. They're a dying platform. When I start streaming, I'm not going to be doing it on YouTube because there will be no point. And plus, you know the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, you wouldn't stand a prayer, man.
You'll get in trouble.
That they would nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I'm getting banned so quick. So, on to the quick Christmas story. This is actually somewhat recent. So, 2 Christmases ago, a buddy of mine, this is the same group of dudes that, unfortunately, a couple had some encounters with gassy females for some fuck-off weird reason.
Those dudes must have a type, because a lot of shit, no pun intended, went down with those same guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Stefan, the guy that had the 4v1 the hard way clam cooker, who's still technically with those girls.
What?
Cooker.
Yes.
Wow.
The black girl, he is since he's broken up with Nikki, the Latina, he's gotten officially with the black girl, and he's been plowing her to the point where she may as well be his wife already.
Damn.
He hasn't married her. He's not going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. I hope and pray to God he's not going to do it. But he's still plowing her on a daily basis.
Does he just have nothing better to do? Or
I guess. I mean, he works a part-time job.
I'm going to stick my pretzel in the chocolate fountain. What could go wrong?
Listen, man.
Everybody's got their own type. I don't care about that one way or another, but I'm just like, I don't know. Some stereotypes exist for a reason, and combative masculine women, not my forte. Especially if they will, attempt to like shit in my mouth while I'm passed out drunk or something, whatever the fuck these chicks did. I think I blocked a lot of it out.
Oh, that's the story. Oh my God.
Yeah, the one that almost made you puke in the car.
Yeah. Oh, please don't remind me.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad day, Tater.
Woodward.
That was a bad day, Tater.
That was bad.
Yeah, but he's. I think he just deals with it. It's an instance of tolerance for poon. He's willing to tolerate it for the poon.
There are some things that even in my most dick thinking moments, I would never tolerate for poon. That's one of them.
That's actually a good name for a video called Poon Tolerance.
Yes.
All the stupid shit dudes do to keep pussy around. Or
yeah, and you'll have to have like either a tier system or like any few of these. But once you get to like a certain point system, then you must evict.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
There has to be a threshold at which you say this is where I have to grow a testicle and say it's time to leave.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So what is your buddy's Christmas story?
So one of them had heard some rumors that his girl was going and doing the cheating.
Shut up! You want to smell it?
No, get your hand away from the camera. I can see
More
the
common
wrinkles
for
on it.
women now, man. I think it always was. They're just more open to admit it now.
Ew. Well, yeah. So much for 2025 being a better year. No,
It's going to be much weirder, my friend.
It's going to be
much
worse.
weirder.
It's going to be worse. So his idea for a Christmas present would be to get some solid evidence of her infidelity and get them in picture form, then get them processed, printed out, completely done, laminated, and then fill them up in a box. So you put them in a box, and then I think he stuffed one of her fucking dildos, I think her wallet, with a couple of, well, this part was a little bit confusing because I didn't know where he got these, but they were copies of her unpaid bill notices.
Ooh,
interesting.
From the city that she lived in.
Okay.
He stacked those up in the box with the pictures and her sex toys and her fucking wallet. And to make it the icing on the cake, put a picture of the first day that those two met at the very bottom. So she's going to go through all of that, go through all the fucking bullshit that she's used to, then go through the pictures of her nonsensory and bullshittery, and the taking of the dick of somebody else.
The taking of the dick.
And then remind her of what it used to be worth, what that relationship used to be worth. So we kind of organized them in layers throughout time.
All right.
So
Listen, your buddy seems to have a problem with the fact that women don't understand logic.
Yeah. It was apparent because when she opened up the box, she kind of ruined the surprise. But when she did get to the layer of the Polaroid, the laminated pictures of her actually getting spit roasted.
Okay.
That's when the illogical, okay, well, there's no way that I can recover from this. There's no way that I can recoup this whole situation.
Yeah.
So
you're not going to unclip that coupon.
Yeah.
no. So go crazy and start throwing shit.
Of course.
Was her choice of response to
Yeah.
this aha moment.
How dare you hold me responsible for my infidelity? Well,
yep.
Yes, until her tantrum led to a small fire starting in the house.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine my shock.
It could happen.
Could.
One of the objects that she threw hit a candle, and it hit the floor and set the carpet on fire.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so he
Hot
decided,
damn.
since that was his house, he decided to sue for damages.
Oh, nice. That'll be good.
Good.
Yeah, it actually got filed as a report with
Good.
his insurance
All right.
company, so she had to pay for that.
Excellent.
I like it.
Out of pocket.
Consequences.
No, consequences.
Consequences, indeed, yes. All right, Jackal. Thanks very much for calling in, man. Remember to send me the email with that link so I don't forget to check out the bullshit report next week. All right, man?
All right.
Roger that.
Take it easy, brother.
Take it easy.
Later.
Later, tater. Oh, this next one here. Ironic, we were just talking, a story that ended in fire, and now a video that includes a fire prank.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit!
Just to scare the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah. What is
priceless? It's got to be like lighter fluid or something.
Oh shit!
A lot of people getting scared and doing weird shit tonight. This is a really good one, and it's a nice prank, but it did not go the way this dude thought it was going to go when he decided to scare his woman.
Okay.
Hey! Oh my gosh! Jacob!
He literally scared the shit out of her.
Oh, you're freaking sick. You're actually sick, Hannah. Hannah, are you being real? I swear to scare you. Oh my god. Hannah.
Go to the bathroom.
It's going down my leg. Go
It's going down my leg.
I'm gonna scare you.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Hey, shit happens,
Dude, that's classic.
Literally. Oh, not as classic as this. This is just perfect response.
Excuse me, has anyone said you guys look pretty today?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ooh.
I was saying, chicks like that get complimented by dudes all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't even register on their radar unless it's a man that they truly desire. But that dude is going to live rent-free in their heads for years.
For a long time.
Remember that. Be different. Call her fat. Okay.
You want to start rolling some super chats or?
We have one more call here. We got the Murdoch.
All right,
Murdoch.
All right, this is the last one.
Last call. How you doing, good sir?
Good. How y'all doing tonight?
Okay, I noticed that your call kept kind of coming in and dropping. I thought you might have been having some issues. That's why I was kind of waiting until you were steady in there to bring you in.
All right, Murdoch, how long have you been watching the show?
Shit.
Forever.
Well, you know I started watching the show when you first got the table that you got your arm on.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
a
about
while
like season 4, season 5.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Somewhere there. So, all right. You ready for this? So,
Yeah.
I went to. I was about 8 years old, and we went to church for Christmas Eve, and I looked at my dad and I told him, "Hey, I need to go to the bathroom," and he's like, "No, just hold it. It'll be fine."
It'll be fine.
Yeah. And of course, my bitch of a sister's right next to me, and she's like, "I'm not moving." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, "It is what it is." So the preacher goes, "Let us pray," and I let the biggest fart in church, like you would not believe.
That's one of my favorite fucked up and funny video submissions too. Is that Catholic church fart? It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Let us pray.
Listen, I have sat in because my grandfather was a minister. I have sat in on probably hundreds of church ceremonies.
Yeah.
In my childhood, and there was a couple times where, there's a uncomfortable silence, and you hear somebody rip one in the audience, and everyone laughs.
Oh, I got a good one for you too. It's actually the reason why when I use wireless tech for my sound, when I'm out on event gigs and what have you, that I always, and everybody should do this anyway, but many of them don't because they get lazy, you scan frequencies to see which frequencies are open. And then it resets your kit so that you don't accidentally wind up with a piggybacking signal, feedback, static, what have you. Well, the guy that I used to work for told me about a time when he didn't do that. He was at a church down in Detroit. He just mic'd up the priest really quick because they're running behind, and then he went to go set up other stuff. Well, they turned on the sound system in the church, and you just hear piss hitting toilet water all over the church through the speakers. And he goes running to try to change the frequency. What's even funnier is this dude is a circle walker. He's got one leg, so he's not running. He's hobbling as fast as he can on one fucking active limb to try to fix this shit. I just picturing it in my head. I was like pissing my pants laughing about this story. Oh. Yeah, but never made that mistake myself, thank God. Although, sometimes, you put on the wireless and everything and be like, where's the groom? I don't know where he's at. Hey, let me put the earbud in so I can see. And he's taking a dump. That's lovely.
All right. So Murdoch, is that the end or you got another one?
No, that's it. That's all I got tonight.
All right,
that was
brother.
a good one, though. I wish I would have that video queued up just so we can, do a reenactment. Actually, do I have church fart here? I might take you out with that one, Murdoch.
Do you have it?
I do.
All right, take them out.
I do. I have the church fart on display here, so we're going to take out Murdoch with this one. Now, just imagine how much better your fart would have been if you had a microphone next to it.
Oh, shit. Oh, of course, the pews were those nice wooden ones with the cushions on them.
Oh, man.
We were sitting at the back of the church against the wall.
Oh, reverb.
Oh, yeah.
I remember sitting in church. Sometimes there's a girl in Sunday school I thought was really cute or something, and you got to fart, and you're seated on those flat wooden pews.
It's going down.
You gotta just figure out I have to casually reach for the hymnal book so I can perform a one cheek sneak and then pray that it doesn't smell like sewage.
All right, Murdoch.
We've all been there.
Hey,
have a good one, sir. Thank you very much for
later.
all the video submissions tonight, too, man.
Awesome.
No worries. I'll keep sending them.
All right, cool. Take it easy, brother.
All right.
Take it
Now,
easy.
let's make a quick announcement here.
Quick announcement.
All right. Please, if you're watching the show, please subscribe and hit the bell.
We have had over 200 people unsubbed from the YouTube channel in the last 28 days alone.
They will not. Well, they're actually they're unsubbing 500 people a month from this channel, and they have been since 2015.
Yep. That's why our numbers never grow.
We can never get over 134,000.
And we're constantly getting messages and emails from dudes who are like, I'm not getting notifications on your YouTube. And then I log in, I find out that I've been unsubbed from your channel, and I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
We actually had a guy from Google send us an email telling us that they are playing silly games with our shit.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. There's at least 2 people who work at YouTube who watch this show, and they've let us know that there's some shenanigans going on there, too.
Yeah.
So that's why we tell you guys, new tech all the way. And, if you want to donate to the show, we encourage you not to do it on YouTube because they're taking upwards of 50% from some channels out of every single donation. It's 30 on the books, but there's definitely some hinky business going on there.
Yeah. It just is what it is. And all we're doing is we're doing classic male nasty humor that used to exist when Benny Hill was popular.
I mean, we don't have chicks on trampolines, but I mean, this is the man show.
Yeah, well, we can't use the man show because there's already a man show. It's the manly man Redonkulas show.
Yes. It's a mantastic moment.
Yeah. The mantastic moment show. I'm going to write that down.
Just like this one right here, because after all, she don't need you to open up her Pringles. Right, Popp?
Sorry.
Fuck you.
She's opening the bottom.
2 hours later.
Women. What are you gonna do, man? Chicks, man.
Exactly what he just did.
I love it.
Oh, now this one here. This one is just plain fucked up.
And I don't really give a fuck right now. He should have, like I said months ago, got fucking DCR. Whether or not, something else. Oh my fucking god!
Woo! Wow, he got so lucky.
Very lucky.
That would have killed him if he got T-boned.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but damn, oh damn. Oh yeah, here's a good one here. Now it's dumb like twice over, and you'll see why.
What the fuck are you thinking?
I have no idea. But okay, first of all, this should be like a slide, you would think, right? Then they jump.
I hope she's okay.
And I love how the chick with their ass hanging out is just like, meh, and it just keeps going.
Well, first of all, I mean, kids do shit like that. You're way too old and way too big to be playing around with that.
You ain't kidding.
Because your out of the box factory warranty is long since gone.
You ain't kidding.
That wears off when you're about 12.
Especially when you're a woman and you can't drive.
Oh no.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! I hope she's okay.
I do too, but that's fucked
Wow.
up. Now I saved this one for last on purpose because we've all thought it, and this guy finally committed it to video.
They put warning labels on cigarettes because they're addictive and they destroy lives, but vaginas are just able to walk around freely. Mm-hmm. There's that.
And that's the videos. Thank y'all very much for submitting those in. I want to give a shout out to everybody who did send in videos here. Red Pill Rebel, Cliff, Big Bad Wolf, Will, Murdoch, of course. Jeff, Riggs, Travis Wolf,
right.
Gendai, Digital Do, Nick, you name it. Tons of submissions tonight, lots of different sources. Y'all are the bomb. I will say, before we get into your super chats, because it's 9:55, we've been sitting here for almost 2 hours straight, and my bladder is starting to talk back at me.
All right.
So I think we're going to put on a little Clarence the Cop, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes, and we'll read your chats.
All right, man.
Hey, it's your old buddy Joe, Uncle Joe. And today I'm going to tell you just a story about this guy. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Clarence? Yeah, I think it's Clarence. Clarence the Cop? Yeah, that's it. Clarence Cop. Yeah, that's the guy I'm going to tell you a story about today. Growing up in Scranton, the mean streets of Scranton. Well, there was this guy, Corn Popp. He was a bad dude. And this one time, me and him got into it, and we were about to throw down. I think that's what the kids are calling it today. They're throwing down. But back in my day, we used to call it fisticuffs. And because he was, this guy, like I said, Corn Popp, he was a bad dude. And then Clarence stepped in and he was like, come on, man, come on. And me and Corn Popp looked at each other and were like, yeah, come on, man. What are we doing? What's going on? So we jumped on our bicycles. Then we went down to the soda pop shop and we got ice cream. So I learned a lot that day about roaches and fisticuffs and Rocky Road ice cream. And it's all because of Clarence. Clarence Popp. Clarence Popp the Cop. And thank you, Clarence. All right. Okay, let me turn this off here. Now, you guys are paying me for this, right? Just make sure you send Hunter the money and you put it in his account and
the sound always cut off at a weird time at the end of that one. I don't know why.
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Oh, neither have I. Make sure you get your mic up in position. I can hardly hear you there.
Suck it.
Son of a bitch. We got to read your chats now. Thank y'all for sticking with us here. It's almost 10 o'clock. First chat of the night, $49.99 from Just Another Patty. Hayden is a penis thicker than he is long. A Chodosaurus dicks. Love you guys. I mean it.
Chodosaurus dicks.
Chodosaurus dicks.
I like it.
It's amazing.
Chodosaurus dicks.
And Chodosaurus dicks only fuck women who have had their Jurassic period. Another dad joke for you.
Yeah.
Pete Meyer, speaking of Denny's, remember when I stuck a maxi pad on your back at Denny's? Yes,
Yeah, we
went
covered
over
that
one. There's still tons of Denny's in Pennsylvania, but for some reason in Michigan, they're just becoming more and more hard to find.
I don't know.
I'm not even sure if the one in Roseville is still there. It was like the last one around that I knew of.
I don't know.
Bunch of shit. Dark Knight, talking about having your mind blown on New Year's. Sean Ryan just released a great episode this morning. Apparently, there are 4 UFO bases on Earth.
Wow.
Interesting. Requesting the blah, 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 ha 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 Pop video. I'm guessing you mean this one.
I hate this one, man. Bastard.
Yes, I am. What was that? You're doing like fake dog throwing at me? Like, what the fuck? Mazatzal sent in 10. Doctor Who, The Angels.
Yeah, first of all, they ruined that whole franchise.
You ain't kidding.
They can't even get people to pay they're supposed to pay like $60 a year.
Yeah.
in England, and they're like, "Fuck off, we're not paying you." It's bullshit.
RoboPop. I think we need that deep fake. We wouldn't even need to deep fake it because his face is all covered. We could just put the voice in. Let the woman go. You are under arrest. What do we got here? Fan I am. She called off the engagement. Oh, Tommy Lahren. Yeah, that's right. I think that was probably just before she recorded that video, if I remember right.
Okay.
That's all. STPMN. Stop Minnesota. Stop Minnesota. I have no idea what that means. Watched a friend and his dog walk across a frozen Mississippi River from one side to the other. Bob and I warned and watched. Then Mike and Ginger walked back across the frozen river as if it was nothing.
Huh. Listen, I always get very cautious walking on ice because you will die so fucking quick if you fall through that ice.
Yeah, because the shock to your system prevents you from acting in a quick manner. Usually.
Well, you won't be able to hold your breath.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's
you
bad,
are
right?
going to die.
Die. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Fan I am. Please get Hammerhand to host a show again. Funny as hell. Yeah, he is a funny son of a bitch.
Yeah.
YouTube did us dirty on that episode that he hosted, man. That really pissed me off.
Yeah, we got hammered.
70,000 views in 24 hours. Well, we're going to have to age restrict that one.
Yeah.
Even though it had already been reviewed and affirmed for all advertisers, it was still age restricted after it hit 70,000
Yeah.
views so fast.
Again, they're trying to keep us in a box. They don't want us
Yep.
to save people's lives or give any kind of actual advice to young men out there.
And that's why I say if you want to donate to us, use the Cash App. Don't donate through YouTube because you're giving them money by default, and they're the ones fucking us.
Well, Stripe and Square,
yeah,
they take like 3%.
Yeah, they're just better.
Yeah,
flat out across the board. As that's all again. Pop's Bottoms, an elite national college cheerleader squad. Pop's Bottoms.
Everyone gets fucked with in the regiment.
Yes, they do. He follows it up with Bob Denver sings Black Sabbath's War Pigs.
Ooh, that was one of my
interesting.
favorite songs as a child.
Nice. Mustanger65 sent in a Hyundai. Thank you so much.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he says, I grew up in San Diego. My Christmases sucked, so I'd go surfing on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Then watch the Twilight Zone marathon. Yeah!
Yeah!
Awesome. So I take duty those days. Now my fiance doesn't understand my underwhelming attitude. P.S. Happy New Year, you life-saving bastards.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year to you, good sir.
I used to love watching Twilight Zone.
Oh, hell yeah, man. If you got Paramount Plus, they have every fucking episode.
I do have Paramount Plus.
Go for it.
For now.
As that's all, grew up in an industrial playground in STP. St. Paul, Minnesota. STP, St. Paul, Minnesota. Now I know where you're at. Okay. Yeah, because he just kind of began it with that, so I'm like, that is an acronym that I am unfamiliar with.
Yep.
It must be a Minnesota thing. Fan I am. Operative word is pew pew. Yes. We like pew. And the Plains Warrior. Thank you, Clarence the cop. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Elvis has left the building. Jerry Conway, shalom, MGTOW brothers, love and peace from Boston, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the American Revolution after the Boston Massacre. Look it up in 1775. Remember that spirit.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston. It's not Boston, it's Boston.
I went through the Q course with a guy named Timmy Vanna.
Just like you have to call it the Departed when you want. When
That's exactly
Kevin
how he
Friends come
talked.
over the Departed.
He'd always ask questions. So, what is this? What are you talking about here?
What are you talking
we would
about?
just crack up.
What are you talking about? It's when it's talk, then you're talking like New York.
No.
You know, New York, the Brooklyn accent.
But he had that accent. My name is Timmy Vanna.
Timmy Vanna. Those fucking Boston
Great guy,
Irish.
man. The guy was solid, dude. Good dude.
K-Note 72, a couple days after Christmas, I had a real bad hangover finishing off my homemade mead that got opened on Christmas, about a bottle and a half worth.
You will get one hell of a wicked hangover if you drink that much.
You earned that hangover, though, from the sound of it. Woo!
Yeah.
And it looks like we got us a Gendai video.
Uh-oh.
He says, I beg for exception tonight. Her story fits the theme. Just under 4 minutes. Boxed wine and Catland party of one.
Ooh.
Interesting. She looks a little bit, I will say she looks a little bit like Christina Ricci. Ah, you mother fornicator. It's doing that thing where it's where it lost the audio connection to the screen. So pardon me while I boot it back up.
It.
All right, looks like we're back in action now. Boxed Wine and Catland, party of one, action.
I'm 38 years old. I've never been married. I've never had children. I have 3 cats. And my
Childless cat lady.
only 2 of them are mine. But it's another Christmas that is about to come and go where my relationship status is the same.
I don't care.
And it's crazy because if you had asked me 10 years ago if I would be single at 38, I would have been like, absolutely not. And if I am, then just me now. You know?
Well, here you are.
Here's one of my kitties. Look at this little baby girl.
One eye.
This is Willow.
Just
Say
like
hi,
what she wishes she
Willow.
was sucking on.
And I have such a complicated relationship with this time of year. I really do. Because I have a complicated relationship with being single. There's a part of me that really values my life and my time to myself and my independence. And then there's
as a strong-willed modern woman.
a part of me that feels really embarrassed about admitting that I want to be in a relationship.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And I think a big part of that is it makes me feel like maybe I'm being needy or I'm being clingy and all these like, I don't know what it is, but it's almost embarrassing. It is. I feel embarrassed to be 38 and single.
I need you to let me be insane.
And never married. I also think a part of me feels forgotten by God or the universe.
You did it to yourself.
That's right.
Because I feel like I've done so much internal work on myself.
I feel.
And yet
No,
I
you've had
feel
other
like I
men
can't
do
seem to
internal work on
attract
you. There's a
the right
difference.
person
Correct.
I think I'm entitled
to my life. And even saying all of this out loud feels really cringy, which is why I'm making myself say it out loud and admit it.
It is cringy.
Emotional damage.
Because I know I'm sure that there's other people that feel the same way.
This is
But
like painful.
Makes me, I have a really hard time not wondering what is wrong with me.
My first thought would be a lot.
I have to stop myself from going down that spiral because it can get very dark when I start to think of the reality is at my age, I may never have children.
You're not.
No, you're done. You're done.
I wanna be a Super Saiyan. I wanna.
And that makes me really sad. And there is a reality in which I don't ever find somebody. And that makes me really sad. And so the tension this year for me is allowing myself to have those wants, but then also allowing myself to embrace that maybe I am enough for
Oh, that's not right. No.
myself. So I guess I'm just sharing this for other people out there who may be single and having the same thoughts and feelings
But you don't need a man.
Not special.
this holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. You're not alone.
Dude, what the hell are you doing?
She was panicking. I had to slap some sense into her.
But she didn't even say anything.
She was about to. It was a preemptive strike.
Oh my God, bro. That's genius.
Follow just for you
All right,
guys.
now, this is what I've noticed between men and women.
Oh my gosh.
Men handle solitude way better.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't have anyone coming to the rescue from the very beginning.
Nope.
And we come to terms with it.
Yeah, we are told what we are supposed to provide to get a woman into our life. We're not raised being told what we can expect from everybody else.
Correct. And
then when we need help, man up, right?
And by 2030, when half these women are single, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Wah.
Get it to yourselves.
That's right.
Ecthelion II with two $20 donations in a row. Thank you so much. He says, Happy New Year, Pop. I have a message on behalf of my wife, daughter of a Vietnam vet from New Orleans. If you try for 65 and out, she will personally drag you back into your flesh suit. I'd pay to see that Paranormal Pop episode. And he says, that voodoo is some scary stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't
need
kidding.
that aggravation.
Susan McCarley in the Rumble chat. Pop, is that Dyslexorcist 69 on your shirt? No, it is not a Dyslexorcist
1759. It's when Guinness was cooked up, I guess.
It should be 69, but it's not. It's unfortunate.
I got it on sale on eBay. What do you want from me?
Yeah, it is what it is. Keynote 72. I went on Amazon and got an AV adapter to move all my Christmas movies on VHS to computer. Home Alone, Christmas Story, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Christmas Vacation, etc.
Awesome.
I got one of those recently, too, because I had a buddy who was like, can you transcode a VHS tape for me? Sure. It's cheap stuff to do. Raynard 69. I've found you doofuses by recommendation of TFM. He's been censored even harder than you two have. Yeah,
which I don't understand because he doesn't really use hardly any profanity. He's really even keeled and he's just brutally honest.
Honesty is now hate speech.
Yeah, I guess.
According to the establishment that wants to fuck us all out of our freedoms. And he follows it up with, house cats respond to screaming with aggression. Don't scream and don't show fear, and they domesticate easily. Kind of like women.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say that it's a lie.
They'll trick you into thinking they're domesticated. They take your house. Mega Blister 22. All parrots are bipedal, just saying. I know. I'm just fucking around. Love parrots. They're very interesting creatures. LB Weaver, tormenting her. Only reason to get married. Am I right?
No.
Hey, a little mutual torture is good for the spirit. What can you say?
Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina Prime sent in Fitty. Thank you very much.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
And he says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, good sir. Vincent Van Gogh, fuck yourself. Tommy Lahren got married to former Major League Baseball catcher J.P. Arancibia back in 2022. The only Denny's that are still around are all at truck stops across the country. Yeah. Well, that's not entirely true because, like I said, I saw a ton of them in Pennsylvania.
You know what I miss? Baker Square.
Yeah, Baker Square had some damn good
I used
pie.
to go in there at night and get like a quarter of a French silk pie and stuff my face with 2 or 3 glasses of milk.
I used to do that. Yeah, I had a girlfriend, loved Baker Square. We used to go there, get Baker Square stuff, and then get in the back seat of the car, and then I got Baker's dozen tits. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. You can get tasty French silk pie and tits in the same night. I mean, it's a good night for everybody.
That's a good night.
Yeah.
It's a good night.
Keynote 72. My first time watching Pop was back in 2019. Found you after watching Sandman, Joker, and Tom Leykis compilations. That was when your whiteboard special still had the halftime show on YouTube. Yeah, and then YouTube decided that, well, we don't like that. We don't like that you're sexualizing the female visage. Never mind the fact these women all sexualize themselves, and then it's totally fine. Sweaty labor. Gee, golly, shit in my mouth or harvest my kidney. Choices.
Damn.
I just give this person different names all the time because it's all caps rage. Sweaty labor. You have no idea as to how twisted and freaked out the people of this world are becoming. Oh, we know very well.
We know.
All you got to do is go on Twitter or TikTok. Hell, you don't even have to go on TikTok. People will gladly share the videos with you. Even though I tell them all the time, I will never have a TikTok account. So stop sending me TikToks.
Yeah, I don't really open the TikToks. I do go on there from time to time to just find some material to make fun of. But
yeah, there's no shortage of that.
Actually, I want to start a green screen, and I have the Wheel of Woe.
The Wheel of Woe.
And I want to actually show some of these women having meltdowns.
Oh.
And then let's dissect this meltdown. What possibly could be wrong? And we'll spin the Wheel of Woe. And
there you go.
It'll be hilarious.
Wheel of Woe.
Hilarious.
Susan McCarley, women now admit to cheating about as often as men do. Women also admit to lying more than men do. Math that out. Well, even if they didn't lie more, their lies are the biggest.
Yeah, it's your baby, and I do.
Yeah, there you go. Alucard 1776, the dog man called. She wants you to sing Pop and bring the beer and the blanket. Well, we already had a singing Pop, so you're not going to get that one. But what we can do is we can, I don't know, give you one of these. It's close to a singing Pop.
Oh, God. Look how fat I was.
Hey, at least it's not the Matt Punisher shirt.
God damn. This is green screen abuse, man. This is green screen abuse.
That's why you keep me around, man. Sweaty labor, Pop child in the city. And Lecoq says, fuck used tubes. Used tubes.
Well, here's
could be
the
a
thing.
website, could be your ex.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're being such assholes. They don't seem to understand that in a very short amount of time, this whole feminist thing is going to collapse.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to have to need the male perspective again and the male
kidding.
humor, because we're kind of sick and tired of 110-pound women beating the shit out of a room of guys.
Yeah, it doesn't really...
No.
There are some things that are even our like basic reptile brain calls pure bullshit on as soon as we see it. That's one of them. Swalaber, stop doing inappropriate things with farm animals. Tell that to Islam. Oh, I'm sorry. And modern women, even worse. Alucard 1776. Pop, I have an idea. It involves dry ice, some H2O, and a Pringles can. Think about it.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. Yeah. Sweaty labor, bladder control to Major Pop. Yeah, we have issues with that around here. Cliff 3188. Penis! Alucard wants his box wine in Catland. Now that I can absolutely do, good sir.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
You fucker!
Yeah!
Yeah, baby. Sweaty labor. Dirty gash everywhere! Get him off me! Oh, it's disgusting. Alucard says, I'd rather share a cabin with a dog man than date a modern woman. 6 of one,
man.
half a dozen of the other.
I've retired from that.
Sarge in the chat.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's just, yeah, there's no need to worry about it. Lecoq. Imagine having men throw themselves at you for more than a decade, and you still end up single at 38. Smile and wave as you exit the gene pool, dumbass.
Hollywood wave. You have a nice looking corpse.
Yep. Bye-bye. Dear Sarge, Happy New Year. May 2025 make 2024 look as lame as 2024. Everyone. Hashtag teamwork bitches. The Society of Sick Fucks has spoken. Speaking of which, if y'all are interested and you are subscribed to Dear Sarge over there on the Rumblies and the Tumblies, I will be on his show this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I don't even know what we're going to be talking about. It's probably just going to be a lot of smoking and joking, which is what his streams are called. So
all right,
hit us up over there. It'll be a good time. All right, we got some donations over on Odyssey as well. Got a blankets meme. It's just a guy just going like this, and he's everyone bird flu jabs as the shot glass that the media is trying to hold out to him. Yeah, it's hilarious how they're trying to claim that no one's asking for that no one's pushing that. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you just keep saying that. Natilla, been stationed in Yurkuk for a year. Thanks for keeping me going, guys. Oh, good luck to you, man.
Yeah.
Can't be any fun over there. All right, we got Mungo Harry, $50, same as everyone. Who do you think you are, the popster? What is this? This looks like it has like a piece of media with it or something. Let me check on this. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. I'm going to jump to the next chat here while it's loading up. Moisture Patrol, my favorite screen name. Happy New Year's, guys. Hey, Pop, you skinflint. Heard your pipes burst. Here I thought I was a cheap bastard keeping my house around 57 degrees.
No, I keep it at 61, and it was actually a drainage pipe that had corroded through, so we had to cut out like a 4-foot section.
Yeah, this house is nearly 100 years old.
Yeah,
so shit does happen.
But it didn't cost me that much. The guy was actually pretty reasonable.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That's what it is. It's a hooker. $50, same as everyone. Who do you think you are, the popster? Thank you very much, and you get one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dark Mad Dog 21 has got 2 here. Hey, Pop, can you ask Battle Dwarf if the mayor of Ohio and his buddies will be criminally charged for treason for the illegal immigration of Haitians? Is Battle Dwarf part of the criminal ring? Probably not.
Well, first of all, we don't have any control over what law enforcement does, but I can tell you this. As they continue to become more and more feckless and we lose more confidence in the legal system and the judicial system, you're going to have a lot of people are not going to participate anymore.
Yep.
And it's going to get lively up in here.
And like I've said many times, a big part of a law enforcement officer's perceived authority is directly dependent upon your cooperation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they keep fucking around and allowing police unions to protect all the bad apples just because they want their union dues, then
it's going to be a problem.
they're going to find out, and it's going to be divine.
It's also the qualified immunity thing, which is not a law. It was cooked up by some judges.
Of course, yeah. Legislating from the bench is totally legal, right?
Yeah.
Right? Wrong.
We have so many corrupt judges, and there's no mechanism in place to get these guys out of there or hold them accountable. And something's got to change.
Well, there are mechanisms for doing that. They just land you in prison.
Or dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and we don't condone that.
It's a technique.
but we
It's not the
understand
preferred
if it were-
method.
we understand if it were to happen.
Also, I told about the autist thing as the autism rate increases, the shootings in schools and stuff will rise due to autistic meltdown and violence. Well, yeah, they're deliberately making people autistic by encouraging women to wait to have kids and then pumping them full of vaccines that deliberately fuck with your brain chemistry. Shocker.
And the food that we eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, things with cultured bacteria, acidophilus, things like that. Eat your yogurt, dudes. Turns out that it can actually purge as much as 80% of the BPA plastic bullshit out of your system. So do it.
I didn't know that. All right.
It's good times. You want to know why? And it turns out that nicotine apparently was good at purging a lot of the bullshit from COVID. You never really saw people who were smokers dealing with COVID, which I always thought was insane because my sister smokes like a fucking chimney, never got COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
as communicative or communicable as that disease is, for some reason nicotine targets the receptors that the disease attacks, which is very similar to certain types of snake venom.
Wow.
It's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre, the shit that you find out. I don't know.
It's scary what they're cooking up in these fucking labs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but they totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no feign of gunction research happening. Never.
Yeah.
Anyway, he continues. About Luigi guy who's smart, but autist smart, no common sense, but a bit smart. His public meltdown sounds similar to me when I get too angry twice a year.
Also, I
don't think that's on his record, though.
I did film yesterday a new zombie apocalypse.
Zombie Jesus.
Patriots Awaken edition. It should be out in about a month or so.
Should be interesting. Dark Mad Dog 21. Pop, I have sinned. I went to Parlor and gave the 10 dick. Oh, no.
Oh, God, no.
The problem, these women are actually married to ethnic men, Asian, and want white men to fuck them. I feel really bad since then. I mean, I really blew out her man's sexual credentials. Question, is it normal for women actually hurting when I put it inside them? They ease out, but is it normal? Also, Blake, since when have I been a supporter? I forgot since when. I honestly don't know. Also, I got a new doll. She got J-cup titties. Oh, so they're bigger than my wife's. Congratulations. They're just not real.
Yeah.
Is it normal for women to hurt when you put it in?
It all depends.
It all depends on the woman, honestly.
And the woman and what you're packing.
Yeah.
If you're like an average person, no.
Because I've been with some women, they're like, oh, more. And then some women, they're just like, ow, ow, ow. I'm like,
there you go.
What do you do?
Yeah.
One of the things that I've noticed, too, is that women with eating disorders, if they had eating disorders during their formative years, during puberty, it really fucks up how their wax works forms.
Okay.
And they wind up very intolerable of even basic penetration. So like they'll do certain positions with you where it's not the greatest for you, but it's about all they can handle. Not that I would know. Or
I have never been that observant, nor did I care.
You're a masturbation dummy. Shut the fuck up and go home. Hey, what are you going to do? We do have some cache apps.
Cache apps.
It's our favorite kind. HKC sent in 50. Thank you very much. Internet worthies. We're going to do a different one there. For catch up, Merry Christmas. And thank you very much. He's going to need it to repair his pipes.
It's already been done.
Yes. Crunch Muncher sent in a Hyundai. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. I'll give you the dog walker.
Old, man.
Never gets old. For the New Year's, gents, keep up the Lord's work. Thank you very much, Crunch Muncher. We shall indeed. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. Laser Mo sent in 2 Hyundai for Happy New Year's and some help for the household repairs. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. You get a Bolshevik.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Steve laughed his ass off when he saw that.
Oh, it's priceless. He looks like the fucking midget cricket from Twin Peaks. Digital Do sent into, for anyone sick, get organic oregano tincture. Yes. Oregano tincture is fantastic for you. Suze McCarley sent in Thoidy. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much, Suze. We really appreciate you. Love seeing you in the chat. Vincent Van, go fuck yourself. Neighbor's Lottery Story sent in 10 for that. Where is that? I see Neighbor's Lottery Story, but I don't see the story in here, good sir. Perhaps did it get lost? I'll check mine just to be sure.
Well, wouldn't be the first time emails have gone missing.
Yeah, here we go. I got it. Maybe 25 years ago, my next door neighbors won $10,000 and then eventually $100,000 on America's Funniest Home Videos with a fake instant lottery ticket winning prank.
Nice.
This was back when they had Daisy Fuentes and John Fugelsang as the hosts. They pulled it on one of the uncles in the family.
I remember that one.
I think I do too. Yeah. I would have been pissed. You don't fuck with people like that, man. Oh, we got Dustin Doyle sent in 50 for 551 in the house.
Nice.
I love that they remember their names there. Uncle Will, I see you down there, but we're not taking any more calls tonight, brother. I apologize. We're going to have to take off here as soon as we're finished with the chats because it's already 10:30.
Yeah, you got to get home.
I do indeed.
Humorous.
Unfortunate. I've got some questions in here. Rumble's still cutting checks. Yes. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he felt free to sign in. That looks like that's the last of the chats here. I'm going to double check him as we go here. But how you doing, Uncle Will?
Oh, wow. Geez Louise. Great to meet you guys.
Oh, thanks for calling in, man.
Will, how long have you been watching the show?
A long time. Probably since 2014, 2015.
Almost since the beginning.
Yeah.
Outstanding. You got a good Christmas story for us there, good sir, or holiday story in general?
Not so much. I guess if I were to tell a holiday story, it would be like the holiday story of the divorced dad and you don't have your kids. And
so not the good time.
I understand completely.
It's just you all alone for Christmas. You know? And maybe you even got gifts, but you can't get them over to give to the kids and stuff. It's a tough life for a lot of guys out there. Listen, guys, I really appreciate what you're doing, reaching out to guys. People don't talk about how truly, deeply painful it is for a divorced father, and it's a pain that you just can't understand until you go through it. Everybody likes to say, oh yeah, fuck him. He'll be fine. He's just a guy. No, we're not just guys. We're fathers.
That's why I call it the wound that never heals.
Amen to that. Well,
absolutely correct, man.
Yep. So I'm glad that you're all still here after the holidays. That's for sure.
I'm telling you, man, like when I had to walk out of that court knowing that my kids were gone. It was fucking. It was like getting hit by lightning 4 or 5 times. It was bad.
I used to, when you're a divorced dad, you get what? You might get every other weekend or something.
4 days a month. And then you get like 4 hours on a Wednesday or a Thursday, which is bullshit. You and I know it.
Yep.
And every time I dropped them off, it would break my fucking heart all over again.
It's processing a death every time you let them out of the car.
So what you're saying is you just can't do it. You just can't do it.
We had to throw that in there.
I had
it was
to do
getting
that.
A little too heavy.
We're getting down. We're getting down.
No. Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on. I do want to offer, some encouraging things. My kids are grown now. They're still a part of my life.
Good.
I maintain that relationship with them. It doesn't ever go away, but it does kind of chill, and it does get better. Maintain, power through it. What does Popp say? Fucking walk it off.
Play the long game.
Play the long
game.
Yes.
Because when you actually look at the statistics of how financially, especially men and women, fare long term after a divorce, men win every time.
Yep. All right, we got to let you go, Will. But keep watching, share the channel, and save as many people as you can.
Damn right.
Thanks so much, guys. Keep it up.
No problem.
Take it easy, Will.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man. Listen,
all right.
I am so honored. I really am.
Yeah. This is why we do this. King Cobra JFS sent in 50 over on YouTube. What can I give him? I'll give him this here. Yeah. Battle Dwarf will love me for picking this one.
God damn, that's fucked up.
And it fits it perfectly. Watch out for the crazy hags, herpes, AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis. Lol, happy holidays.
Yep.
It's disgusting. And I believe that should be everything. Alucard says, just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. You and Ken, thank y'all very much for sticking with us here until the end. And we got a movie night coming this Sunday, Man on the Moon, with Jim Carrey from 1999. I don't think I've seen it since I watched it in the theater. It's been a long time. So, and I think you haven't seen it at all.
I haven't seen it at all.
Yeah, it was suggested to us by Blankets, and fitting since Sonic 3 just came out. Good movie, by the way. Definitely go and check it out. I expected it to end like a trilogy because it really felt like a trilogy at the end, and then all of a sudden, mid-credit scene, new character comes in. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to keep making more of these? All right, that's fine. If they stick with the same spirit, same crew, cast and whatnot, I'm good with it. Just don't fuck it up. That's all I have to say. With that being said, safety briefing.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out. If you have to fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet. Watch it go, because child support does last 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state you are in. Latex saves paychecks. Rack up, pack up, and stack up, because there's safety in numbers, and maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in your environment will have changed. Last but not least, I am sick and tired of throwing you rat bastards in the dirt because you're taking permanent solutions to temporary goddamn problems. All right, play the long game. Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live out of motherfucking spite. Boom.
Yes. And as always, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't wind up in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. If you do wind up in jail, establish dominance quickly. And if you want to know whether or not you should keep somebody in your life, just bring a dog around them.
Yep.
They tend to know what's up. Stay alive in 25, gents. See you next week.
Take it easy.